Boop boop. Hello.
Hello.
Boop. Hi,
Okay.
everybody.
Wow, I went so smoothly that time that I was like, "Are we? Are we here?"
Oh, we're here. Do we need to do sound check stuff? Bing
yeah.
bong.
I forgot about last week's.
Oh no.
Yo, yes, that's what took up like half of the session. There we go. That's why the
Yeah.
recap was so short.
Yeah.
we spent so long doing a podcast.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh,
check audio.
I did make a technical difficulty scene. Do you guys want to see it? It's muted
Yes.
audio for everyone.
100%.
But if you want to put the audio on the stream, people and cool, just to.
Nugget
so
chewing on the cord is so good.
It comes with music. That's so good.
That is excellent.
I really like that.
Also, now I know what plugs look like over there. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Oh, right.
I got to stand and do a reference modeling thing for Jenny for that. And I just had to hold a plug like this.
I was like, Tom, can you hold this plug for me? I'll take a photo of it.
Hands model.
Oh. Right, hi everybody. Let's play some fucking Dungeons and Dragons. We haven't done a prompt. We didn't think of a prompt. Fuck, man.
We have a list of them, don't we?
Let's open up the prompto list. I don't even know where I've got it.
Oh, get got.
Oh, that's to add one. I can't read them from there. Fuck. I can pick one while you do the recap if you want.
Okay,
if you can
that's
link it to
perfect.
me. I don't know where it's at.
No, you do that. It's in the D&D chat. We've got a pinned message with it, I think. Don't we?
Oh, dear.
Yeah, it's a pin
I
message.
think so. All right. Unfortunately, the recap is really short. Well, not unfortunately. Last week we had a lot of technical difficulties, and we ended up doing a podcast instead of playing for half the game. And that was fine. Honestly, I think we had a fun time. So no stress. But regardless, when we got to playing D&D, a lot of crazy shit happened. 70, maybe 80% of the crazy shit was haiku. But other bits were spread around the rest of the team. Things that we discovered whilst we were exploring this prison that we were in. We're currently in an extraplanar prison. We're kind of going in a bit of reverse order here, but one thing that we discovered is Nugget. Surely enough, Nugget was here the whole time. Nugget was imprisoned. And fortunately, Haiku managed to find and free Nugget. During that process, Haiku did suffer some grievous wounds, but they are A-OK now. Both Haiku and Nugget have been reunited with the party. Yes, Nugget has been freed from their prison, or from his prison. We also bumped into someone called Kin. Kin is an Efreet. I don't have any music, I've just realized now. I'm going to put the tense music back on.
Oh, I heard
There we go. It's tense as hell. Kin is an Efreet who is imprisoned in an Iron Maiden, being stabbed repeatedly by a mithril sword made by Drazik each day. We also identified a couple of other quirks about the dungeon that we're in. Each day, Drazik will take that blade after forging it and place it somewhere. We then noticed on that path that there is a room filled to the brim with souls that are probably being used as currency in some way. What else did we find out? We found out there's a gong, and that gong changes the phase of the prison between this kind of like placid state that we have here and a very scary state, and kind of like a cooling off period in between. That's pretty much it, right? We noticed Melphos taking the sword out of some chests. In those chests appeared a bunch of Ithael's equipment, and then the phase was changed, and that was no longer the case because we realised that our party members cannot open those chests. Anything else?
Yeah, nothing else. Nothing else happened.
I think that's all. That's all fine. My memory, I feel like my memory's bad. I feel like I'm missing loads of stuff, but I think it genuinely was that I've just been shaken by the fact that the episode was significantly shorter last time because of the tech difficulties.
Yeah.
But that's where we are right now. Where we are right now is our party are not even separated now, chilling out around the braziers in the prison and preparing what to do next. We've got some information now about certain key areas of the prison, and most importantly, that there are phases that they can manipulate. We've seen the phase change in two circumstances: the gong being rung and a brazier being snuffed out. What prompts did you pick?
Okay, so the one I really want to do might be a little unfair to Athale, so I'll let y'all choose. The one I thought was really sweet, or I would like a lot, is we've heard of the completionist, but what superhero / alternative name do the citizens of the realm call you individually? I like the idea of us all deciding on what, like, sure, they're all the completionists, but what do they call individual members? I love the idea of us deciding on that, like, kind
I
of
kind of
like
love
together.
that, but I also kind of love the idea of us deciding for someone else. So, like,
Yeah.
because that's right, that's what it is, right? Like,
Yeah.
the people of Faerun or the people of Cormyr are calling your particular character something. You didn't
Yeah.
get to pick what it was.
Yeah. I don't think we should pick our own. I definitely think the
Yeah,
group should
yeah.
decide for each person, and we don't get a say in what our own one is.
I love
But
that,
if
and I think
that's
it's hard as hell.
yeah, I think that might be one we have to think on a bit, or it just might not be fair to like Athale, or doing it for Randall kind of feels bad because we're trying to get to know Athale. But then the other one
true.
that would be really funny given last week is your character is the host of a podcast. What's the topic of the podcast and how would they organize it? Bonus points if you can come up with a name.
I like that.
I think I like that one. We'll go with the podcast one for now, simply for the sake of Athale. I love the other one though. Are those both
Yeah.
Grace prompts?
Where do I see who submitted it?
It should be in
Is
the
it
thing. If you scroll to the
the
right.
podcast one is definitely Grace. And the other one is Mel.
Okay, well, in that case, we got to
Well,
make sure that that's
some
clear
people's
because
very happy.
yeah, that's going to be on some people's bingos.
Right. Yeah, I think I actually have a Grace prompt one. The prompt is by Grace. Aha! I didn't even realize that.
Yes, a likely story.
Oh yes, we didn't mention the fact that Haiku did an extreme amount of flirting, and we rolled to see if it was successful, and I used somebody's d6 from chat
Tortu's
to make it
D6.
fail. It was Tortu's d6.
I think the way to say that is Haiku attempted to do a lot of flirting.
That's true. Yeah, yeah.
Haiku did
Very
not
close.
manage to do
Very
a lot
close.
of flirting.
Very close. I did watch that attempt. The dice spoke, and then I spoke upon those dice with extra dice. All right.
Bad.
Prompts is about podcasts, what your podcast is about, and maybe if you can come up with a name, that'd be fab. If not, if you want to think of the prompt, the name of the podcast throughout the game, that's fine as well. You don't want to do it right now.
I've got one.
Okay, go
Ooh,
for it.
okay.
It's called Total Tinkering Time, or TTT for short. And the premise of the podcast is every week a fan or a listener sends in sort of like a technical problem they've got, like my watch doesn't work, and then the idea is Haiku sort of sits down, maybe brings in some kind of, say, a watch expert. The idea is they're going to sit down and talk about how you would fix it. That lasts for about 5 minutes of the roughly 1 hour podcast before it just descends into these tangents which probably should never be aired.
Oh.
So Haiku has ADHD.
I
Yeah.
was really surprised that you didn't call it tinkering all night long. Just tinkering.
The thing, if you want a successful podcast, is you've got to get past the filter.
Right. Okay. It's got to be PG.
Also, who wants to advertise on, a sex-based podcast? That does limit your options. I mean, there are definitely advertisers for that, absolutely.
Yeah.
But if it's about tinkering, you're not really going to
Right.
attract a cuckoo clock manufacturer.
Maybe you have that podcast and you have Tinkering After Dark as like a second podcast.
Oh, for the
Portal
Patreons.
tinkering,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
For the Patreons.
The only Turtles version.
That's funny.
That's when I come out of my shell.
Rather than in it.
Do I have that doesn't count as being accidentally sexist.
That was
does it?
entirely on purpose. You cannot
Yeah,
take that one
nope,
off if
that
you've
one
got
doesn't
it.
count. Never mind.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I had it.
Dave not even saying hi.
Tinkering After Dark is my jam.
Oh.
Uh,
Okay, who's got their next podcast?
I think Neurali's podcast would be Selene and Sundries, and it would be like it would be it would almost be like living off the land kind of like, but not gross tradwife style. It would be like, look at all the cool things that you can make from nature, but she just talks about like the gifts of Selene while she does it, and it's like it's very much like that, but really wholesome, not super preachy, just like
It
you know.
sounds preachy.
Yeah, it does. But, it's kind of who she is. For real about it. But I think it would mostly be about like all the things she learned about how you can like make stuff out of things that just like grow around you. And like cute. She'd be one of those TikTokers with like the really aesthetic like recipes and like stuff like that. Absolutely.
I love that. And that makes complete sense. 100%.
Nearly's other podcast might be How to Recognize You Might Be in a Cult.
Yes. I think Oro would have one called Circus Secrets, and it would be talking about how circus performers do all their things, but also talking about all the drama that happens at a circus and spilling the tea. Yeah. I think
Is it like Mr. X style, like anonymous? Like no one knows that it's Oro.
Yeah.
She's got a voice
changer.
model. Yeah.
Oh my god, I love it.
That's good. I like it.
So Athale's would be called Betrayed or Betrayal, depending on which one was already taken. You're gonna get that short name.
Yeah.
And it would be like a semi-true crime podcast that follows the events that led up to the Raven Queen's fall.
Oh.
I like that a lot. That's going to be hard for our other players to follow at the moment, but I like it a lot.
I'm intrigued.
I know.
Or
I
at
was
least-
like, there are so many words that have just been said. That means that there's a lot I don't know.
Felt like it was about to be a borderline law bomb right there, and suddenly
Yeah.
It was a law tease.
It wasn't
Sure
meant to
was.
It was a law tease. I like that. I mean, it might come up. We'll see. Well, it will come up. It's just when and how.
be.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Great
Neurally's
podcast,
got
everyone.
such an in to get this lore. So, Athale, you religious? Have
So,
you ever heard
Athale.
about the good word of our dear mother Selene?
But then, if you're on a podcast,
What would it be? What's a podcast?
okie dokie.
For the hero names, is that a thing we want to get chat suggestions for? Or
Oh, that'd be
like
cute.
watcher suggestions?
Yeah, I like
Hero
that.
names?
Yeah, we
The
could do.
superhero for the other
Superhero
top
names.
thing was.
Oh, the other prompt. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
And
that's
then
good.
we pick, we pick as a group for everybody, like the ones we like the best of the submissions, or like the whatever.
It does. I mean, they're not my characters, so I have no horse in this race. You have it done how you like it done.
You need to give a name to Nugget, and then that can be the horse in your race.
Mm.
And then you care about
So, viewers, if you have viewers, wonderful chat members, friends, if you have any ideas of what the people of Faerun would call our individual players' characters, we're all ears. I'm interested to hear what people have got to say. Especially considering very few of them will ever have heard of Athale, because Athale's not been around in Cormyr and the Forgotten Realms for very long.
I think we can accept submissions for both Randall and Athale.
I think that's fine. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Randall.
That's your
The
mini
dead
game. The dead one.
What the fuck?
I don't think news travels that
Alright.
fast.
It's been a while. Well, it's been like a week.
And we haven't been to
Okay.
the circus, and at the circus, news travels fast.
Oh.
No,
True.
on my podcast.
As you'll find out.
Yeah.
I shall exactly.
Okay. So our party has been reunited. Some important information has been discovered. Highlights being don't get Elrond out of his cage until you've really got a plan in place. Nugget's here. Excellent. Wonderful news. And we probably have a good idea where Thale's stuff is. Also, the party hasn't seen the haiku is carrying a big key.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
reach around and go like a magician's trick. Da-da-da, you know. Key. Look how big it is. Big key.
Oh,
That's a really big key.
I made that key.
in the thing.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
shit!
big. Look. Wow.
Where does that key go again?
Not a clue.
Probably she looks around to make sure Melfos, whatever isn't around. Like probably to the front door.
Oh.
I mean, a
Shit.
big key makes sense that it goes into a big door. That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
common sense.
Does it look like the key that was on the Cerberus? Looks like the key that was on the Cerberus.
Mm.
Did we find another key?
Yep.
Nugget just told me that there was a key in the cell that they were in.
Nope.
They did?
No, that was a whistle.
What was it? Was it a whistle?
Yep.
Mhm.
As a whistle that Haiku definitely picked up.
If it helps you, last week I wrote down key and crossed it out immediately and wrote whistle because I
Oh.
I think
I
what it
heard
is-
whistle
It
and
might
wrote
have been that
key.
I said key and then went, fuck, no, I meant whistle, and I had to redo my.
Right. Okay.
I
Okay. Okay.
I thought the key was
Oh.
down here
It
on
is.
the pedestal
Yeah.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's the other key.
Never
The
mind.
key is I held you up to see the key.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It does say whistle at the end of it. So yeah. Sorry, I got confused. Okay. Yeah. So there's that key over yonder, and a whistle. Why do we
My
need a whistle?
things.
Whistle?
I-
What whistle?
What whistle?
There's no whistle.
Maybe the whistle.
You guys don't know
is-
about whistle. Oh, wait, no. You now only know about whistle because Nugget said.
Yeah.
Nugget also explained a couple of other things that happened last session.
Mhm.
And it's safe to say that Haiku's coming back looking a little bit singed.
I think as soon as Oro says whistle, I'm just gonna do like a 180. Like, I mean, you can't see a Torsal's shoulders slump, but they're slumped, and just starts walking back off. Like that's finally sort of like clicked in their brain of like, fuck, whistle.
Okay.
I will follow then.
Sure.
I whisper
Holding.
to everyone as Haiku's way ahead. Some shit went down. He is singed to fuck. You see him? You see him?
I think I can almost like, you know what it sounds like when you like burn yourself, but like you get too close to the fire kind of thing. I feel like I can almost smell it.
Yeah, sure. That scalp smells disgusting. Worse than usual.
Do I have to do the whole?
Well, it's not
No.
lava at the minute, right? It's
You
just
can jump
normal
over without any problems because your strength is high enough to do a running jump. for that.
Thank you.
I think the issue before was that the door was closed, so you had nothing to jump onto.
Yeah.
And that was, yeah.
It's now open.
Yeah. Yoink.
Whistle.
Whistle is in your
that's
possession.
that's tempting, isn't it?
It's a big whistle. It is a whopping big whistle.
Maybe look at it before you use it, just
You know
because,
what?
like,
I feel like I owe the party to not blow it straight away.
impulsive thought, Haiku.
just Nerly's voice in your head being like echoey, like I trust you with my life, but not by yourself.
I think I'd rather show the whistle off here. It just feels a little bit safer in the main corridor. So I
Okay.
kind of
Okay.
sketchy about that smaller one.
That whistle
Yes.
look magical?
I mean, I am holding it.
Yeah.
It definitely looks like it has a little bit of whistle magic on it.
Oh.
Whistle magic.
I thought I'd hold it up and show it around. This was behind Nugget for some reason.
Does it
It's a
have any
whistle.
writing on it?
It doesn't have any writing on it. It does have it's like a whistle slash like recorder almost. Like it's not a recorder, but it has a couple of holes. Like you could definitely have different pitches coming out of it.
It's an
I
instrument.
originally pictured like a slide whistle. So is it more like a tube with some holes, not a slide?
Like a piccolo.
How?
No, it is. How to describe this without giving it away? It is a.
Does it look like
it is closer to a kazoo. It is definitely a whistle, but it is closer in shape to a kazoo. Like
Okay.
it is long, not shortened.
Does it have any flute-like properties?
It does not have any flute-like or recorder-like properties beyond the fact that it is a whistle that has multiple like holes that you can press for different, not press, but like cover for different pitches.
How big is it? Like, does it look small in my hands?
It looks like it was made for someone bigger than the average humanoid. But given that if in context of maybe some other instruments that were sized up, it's probably, not so bad really. It is about let's say 10 centimeters long.
Huge.
Oh, it's like this. You don't know how big I am. Haha. Just kidding.
Is Evan in jail?
That's so funny.
I mean, if I can ascertain nothing from holding it as a magical item savant, it just kind of leave us with only one option. I mean, it doesn't, but that's what Haiku's gonna say.
If I see Haiku start to play it, I'm just like,
If anyone would like to roll, I will take flat intelligence rolls, like just flat intelligence rolls.
I was going to ask if I'd seen anything like it before. I'm not very bright, but
I'm
taking
flat intelligence rolls, and I'm adding.
Doesn't matter.
I'm adding stuff onto it.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Oh God!
Can we all roll intelligence? Just
I am.
You can all roll. I'm adding something onto it, but it's based on something on your character sheets. I'm gonna have to check individually.
I have +5.
Oh Jesus!
I have +0.
I am proficient.
But I
with
think I
flutes.
might have seen this before.
Proficient with flutes.
It's a similar-ish musical instrument by the sounds of it. It's got blowy bit and.
No, he's got a 14. He's got -4. That's
All
crazy.
right, so I have added your animal handling onto this. Nearly, it's a dog whistle. It's just a very big dog whistle.
Oh, I think it's.
Can you tell why I couldn't describe?
Yeah.
I couldn't describe. It's a dog whistle. It's more like a
Yeah.
kazoo.
Yeah, I think that might be for the Cerberus, the dog. So don't blow it right now. In fact, not until our visit is over.
Would you like me to remove it from my hands?
I'm gonna take it, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Does it have like 3 holes, one for each head?
It has. One, sorry. It has two holes.
Oh.
Perhaps
So
it
feasibly, you
can
could
do
play 3 different notes on it, like uncovered, 1 covered, and 2 covered.
Probably 4, because you could
Yeah.
do 1 covered that way and 1 covered that way, and then 2 covered and no covered.
Great. I'm gonna have to think of an additional thing that this does now.
We'll say it only does 3. They're not far enough
you're
apart
right.
for it to matter.
No, you're right.
Okay.
It's fine.
The other one does nothing. That's it.
I mean, the other one doesn't do a good thing.
Oh no.
Not now.
Eat.
Okay, so
Was
we
there
have.
anything on the wall with the whistle that might have indicated?
No,
No.
ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Great. Cool. Awesome. Fantastic.
Should we try and go get that other key from the other side?
Can't hurt.
I would
Might be
like
the
to
thing.
get my things. Now we know where they are.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that first?
If you want me to be useful.
Could we get in that chest?
So sassy.
I think we can if it's the right season. I'm not sure what exactly to call the changes around here,
Oh, right.
but there was one where we saw him digging around in one of those boxes. So I think you shouldn't be the one to reach in. And she points at Athale, like just in case.
Yeah.
Yes, I suppose.
I'll reach in. You can trust me with your stuff.
Nothing goes on the shelf.
Oh.
It's not yours.
I replayed. Yeah, let's
I
go.
Hi,
replayed.
Charlie. I hope you're feeling better.
Should we go around the left way, just in case, like anti-clockwise? Less chance of bumping into people at the top?
Wouldn't this be clockwise to go this way?
Oh no, you're right, clockwise, sorry.
Okay.
Well, as you arrive at the gong room,
Oh.
you can see Malthus entering the prison cells north of you. So
Oh.
far, Malthus has been pretty relaxed about your, exploration of the prison. He's not really been that chitty with you, apart from the one time that Elrond seemingly escaped his cell. But before that, he was fine.
Don't know if we want to push our luck with him. Haiku, how did it go on your own?
Rather not.
Okay.
Rather not. Yeah. Yeah.
I think I gently, because this is the hallway where like Ithale and Elrond's cells are, right?
Yeah, you're currently in there, yeah.
Just like gently shove Ithale back into their cell since Melthos is really close by,
Sure.
just for a moment. And I definitely don't have the whistle like in my hand. It has been put away into a pocket.
Okay.
I still think I should maybe be the face of the group when it comes to Malthus.
Okay, yeah.
Just because he's so annoyed with you at this point that like he's gonna ignore us just to get away because he's uncomfortable.
Can we clip that just as put a highlight or something? What you want to see, what you want to go back and watch is Jack say or Haiku say, "I think I should be the face of the group for this interaction." Look at Katie's face. Katie goes.
I didn't even realize I'm gonna have to go look at that now.
You go. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, like I'm waiting to see where you go with this because I'm not sure I'm convinced. Okay.
But
A
surely,
few moments passed. Unless you're gonna do anything, I'll move on with the Malthus moving around. What you do?
I think I'm not sure how to handle Melthos other than shoving Ithale like back into their cage, for lack of a better word. And I'm just trying to be nonchalant. Just especially because if he's a devil, and I don't know, I don't want him to like smell celestial on me or something.
I mean, I guess that's smart. I do remember, and I don't know whether or not you've gone back on this. I do recall Ithale saying, "I'm not going back in there."
I did.
Well, you don't have to let me shove you in there. But like if we see him,
haven't we seen him with a fail with us
Yeah.
though? And I think he was he not fine with it?
oh,
Because I am out of the cell.
Yeah, because he
Oh.
doesn't care about him anymore. Like he's free.
was
So
yeah, he was the one who said like his subscription must have ended or something like that. I forgot that he'd ever seen Athale out of the cell because I remember Athale running back in before.
Yeah, he did the first time.
Okay. All right. So I attempt anyway to kind of push you in that direction, and then you can. I'm not going to force you. I don't think I could even if I wanted to. I doubt that I am strong enough for that. Regardless.
A gentle nudge and a gesture.
Yeah.
How does Athale respond to that?
He just doesn't move.
Like a tree stump.
Yeah. What color are Aileron's cuffs right now?
What did I say before? Shit, I should have this written down somewhere.
Green or blue or
It was
something?
it was blue and red, wasn't it?
Yeah.
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 Blue for go, red for stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It turned blue, but still set off the alarm.
Yeah.
But they're still blue, so it's not linked to the phase.
Well, so he could get out of it where he could previously he couldn't.
Yeah. But what I mean is it isn't linked to the phase, so like
Yeah.
they're still blue now that we've gone back to this.
Correct. Yeah.
Right.
That's because the brazier is unlit.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that bit.
Oh.
Sorry, I was watching the clip. The clip in my face was definitely pretty funny.
Do you think it's like fine for you to get your stuff out of the chest after you're done?
I think so.
Surely, right?
I mean, I'm allowed to leave.
I could ask if you want.
I'll just get my things.
I feel like this
So
might be
that's
one
a
of
no to
those.
be asking.
Exactly.
I feel like this
Getting
is.
mixed signals here because you usually like me to ask things in advance.
I'm trying to explain. I think that this is a situation where we should maybe ask for forgiveness instead of permission, just in case the answer is no. Because if we ask, he says no, we're gonna do it anyway. And we don't, then it can be like, oh, well, you said his subscription was over. Like he was just getting the thing, like.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Okay.
reason why we shouldn't ask first now is because we're kind of going against the rules with this whole thing, realistically. So.
Okay. So shall we carry on this way? We'll go the other way around. Now we know he's in between us and the chest.
Which way does he make his circuit? Do we remember? Is it consistent? Like, will he be heading the other way next, or will he be heading towards us?
Athale will be able to remark that he does a kind of anti-clockwise circuit, but then he comes back clockwise.
Oh. Both ways. So he will be returning this way.
So because the first time he came down, he bumped into you this way, and then you saw him in the past the brazier room. Then he went down south to check on Nugget, and then he came back up.
Right.
So you bumped into him then.
Well, he
Maybe
also
we
will go to
just-
the chest because it is where he gets the sword. So he'll probably head to where we will be anyway.
And do we need to be
Perhaps it's best
concerned?
I stand by the chest when you ring the gong so I can act quickly.
Which gong place does it need to be in for the chest to open?
I do believe I wrote that down. Let me see.
It is the cold one, is it not?
We can open chests and the portcullis to the key in cold phase. I
Okay.
wrote down.
2 gongs.
2 gongs. Okay. Do we need to be concerned about Nugget being here? Now that
Nugget doesn't have thingies on, right? So I think Nugget, like us, is not assumed to be supposed to be here, right?
He also just walked past us, right?
Just now?
Yeah.
No, he's en route, but I took a break to allow you guys to talk.
Sorry.
It's okay.
let's just go this way.
We could also just admire the architecture until he passes.
Yeah. Okay.
Act casual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Look out into space.
Stomp, 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 stomp. Surely enough, Malphos makes his way down the corridor.
And I literally, if you remember, I spent a lot of time with the Masons when we were fixing up the manor because I wanted to learn about masonry. So I'm actually inspecting the stonework,
Oh, okay.
like with what
It's a
little
beautiful
knowledge that I
lintel.
learned. Hell yeah.
Alright. Okay.
And I'm talking about it out loud, like literally, like, oh, I remember when we learned this, blah 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 blah, and like,
Okay. And there's no one's gonna try and talk to Malphos and
No.
Nope.
no one.
No
I
one.
love the look that you and Jack just like.
No one at all.
You can play your character however you want to,
Yeah.
Jack.
Yeah.
Neurally might act a certain way about it, but Katie is fine with it. Just for the record.
Oh, Malphos, fancy seeing you here.
It took so little persuading.
Oh, good day.
All well, I hope. I mean, since we last saw each other 5 minutes ago. Ignore the burns. It's fine. I'm fine. It's all fine. It's all good.
Where'd you get those?
Slipped.
Where?
I was walking past the, your fire giant. I would say friend. I don't know if acquaintance. I fell into the forge.
Oh, bloody hell. That's bad, eh?
Yeah, it's fine. It happens, you know. I get like an old war wound.
You
Fine.
regularly. Are you telling me you regularly fall in forges?
I mean, I'm regularly in accidents.
I don't want to
That's
be
true.
around you. I'm gonna go.
I don't
Oh,
want to be around you.
He just walks off.
Oh. See ya.
Aiko, I think you're
He's
right.
gone.
I think I
Yeah, I
handled
think
that
you.
quite well.
Yeah, he definitely. Yeah, maybe you should be the one that talks to him.
His reaction is just like, "Oh, get me away from this
Fill them
castle."
with awkwardness.
Buy us time by making the person awkward. Yeah.
He told you I should have been the face. You know,
Yeah.
this is the one time it's worked.
Yeah, I stand corrected.
Don't
That
let
was
me do it
very
again.
effective. I didn't think he would leave so quickly. So
Yeah, I'm kind of a little offended by that, but yeah.
well, everyone can't like you, you know.
True.
Can't please them all.
Shall we keep going and never
Yes, let's
speak
go.
that again?
Yeah.
All right. Pass the gong. Everyone pass the gong, or just one person pass the
Do we
gong?
need to
I
go
think-
past the gong yet? No.
Somebody needs to ring it, but I don't personally know how many rings it needs to be, so I would prefer somebody else ring it. Because I'm not sure that I'll be able to tell cold phase up here. Go ahead.
Doesn't it change over who's doing the thing when the phase changes? Like Malphos goes to have a little nap and the dog wakes up. So
Yeah, that's part of
and
some
didn't
of the
the dog
phases. Yeah.
send us back to the cells because he didn't see us? Didn't want to see us?
That was when we set the alarm off, wasn't it?
The dog sent us back because we walked over where the dog was, but the dog's like up here and the treasure chests are over here, so I don't think he can see us. Because I don't think
Yeah,
the dog patrols, he just wakes up.
Yeah, one of us like startled the dog.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he okay, alright.
No, I think the small goblin is right.
Me, I'm the small goblin.
Wait, did we?
I think
Have you seen? Go
the
ahead.
Cerberus does wake.
He wakes, but he didn't patrol.
No, he did. We
He didn't
woke
seem to-
the dog up
Yes,
when he sent us
charged
back.
over to us and sent us back.
But I feel like when the times changed, one of them, Melphos went to go take a nap, and then the dog woke up. So there's also just a certain phase where the dog wakes up, but I don't think he leaves his room. We didn't see him leave. But maybe he does. Have you ever seen him patrolling?
I think the dog was simply watching was awakened.
Yeah.
Here,
And my
Thale,
point is
do
like
you remember from your time being here? On whether the dog.
that's what
A
I was
memory.
asking.
Roll history.
I'm pretty sure the dog ran over to us at some point when we were outside that room.
Do you remember?
What did I roll today?
This place has a funny effect on your memory, you know? You've been here for so long. Or have you?
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay. Ora would like to recall her memory from what happened.
You can roll history. This is
God damn it, Jesus.
This is.
fucking
Do you
Christ.
remember when we were discussing what feats you should pick for Oro?
Yeah,
we
and I
didn't
wanted
go
to take the
for
one that I remember everything in the last 30 days. I didn't. I took the one that reads everyone's minds. One person's mind.
If that's a crit fail, what's that? Oro forgets everything.
It's already my
Can
life.
Can I, instead of just trying to like remember what I might have seen, can I just roll to see for you to tell me if I'm correct in what I have said? Because I feel like I remember the things that happened last time.
Our general rule is 2 people can roll for any given thing unless it's explicitly a group check sort of thing.
We
That's
don't go
fair.
and fucked it.
And we got some shit rolls.
How
I'm distracted. I want to
how
get my stuff.
quick can we hit this gong, do you think? Can we just go dung, dung, and then it'll just go, you know? Because it'll go to the fire stage, then the cold stage, then this stage, right?
Hmm.
Does the gong have to stop though? Stop it sort of reverberating.
There is only one way to find out.
Right.
I mean, if you want to hit it, I can kind of brace it and stop it quicker.
I will
I don't think
stand
that
by the
matters.
chest.
Okay. I
Can I peek and make sure the dog is not currently awake before I walk around the
The
corner?
dog is not currently awake. The dog, Bartholomew, is resting at the throne.
Yeah, he's up here, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was saying all along, because it didn't matter. Because even if he woke up, he'd be way up there.
I thought I remember the dog running over to us at some point, but maybe that was just when Haiku threw something at them.
okay.
I think he
even
just
ran
looked
over
at
it.
us,
Just
is all that it
Hit the
was.
gong.
Okay.
I want to stand. I'm
Just
specifically standing up against this wall and
Yeah.
very close to the chest.
Okay. Oro's hitting the gong. Where is everyone else?
I'm standing watch. Like, I'm just keeping an eye on what happens down this hallway and down here and watching Athale.
Okay. Let me grab your tokens.
I'm standing exactly where I am, watching Malthus walk away, keeping an eye on
Of course
things.
you are. Respectfully.
Mhm.
Respectfully.
Having an eye on
Respectfully.
something.
Respectfully.
Hate to see you leave, but I love to watch you walk away.
No,
Your
Respectfully.
face betrayed you.
Watching you walk away respectfully.
Let me just move you guys around. There we go.
That doesn't sound good.
No,
I
I'm
think
just
it's
I'm
the
making sure we're
different map.
moving on to the next
Oh, right.
phase,
Yeah.
Because I
but make
forgot those
sure your
different maps.
tokens are in the tokens are in the right place.
there always been like a little smiley face in the middle. Oh no, it's the pot colour. So it looks like 2 eyes and a little smiley U right in the middle.
Yeah,
Oh well.
I assumed it was
Oh
drawn as
yeah, it
that.
does. I mean that I don't remember drawing it like that, but I also wouldn't put it past Jenny drawing it like that. So I feel like I'll take it as unconscious influence.
It is in red, but you know.
Yeah, I didn't.
So I think gong one more
The
time,
gong
right?
is hit, and the phase changes underneath you. The floor turns into this vibrant, deep red, and the heat is turned up on the thermostat. Surely enough, Ithale stands at his chest, and after a few moments pass, you can hear the footsteps not of Melthos, but of Drazik coming towards the chest.
Phew.
Are we hitting the gong a second time, or are we? What's the
Travis is gonna
plan?
be so confused.
I'm gonna hit it again.
You hit it again.
Do it.
Gong. I'm gonna have to move you guys again to a different map.
We're spending more
How
time.
many times do we need to hit this gong before Tom regrets putting this map together?
I've got time. I could hit it a couple
There
of
you
times.
Haiku praises Aurora on her gong hitting abilities.
It's fine unless you move your tokens.
Constantly move around.
If you move your tokens, then it becomes an issue. Otherwise, now you're in the same place on all 3 maps, so I
yeah.
can just move you through, and it's no problem. All right. The gong goes off, and the phase changes. The floor underneath you settles into a stone and cold as the heat kind of evaporates almost. Surely enough, the steps of Drazik are no longer there, and instead, you hear the steps of Melphos.
I quickly dive in and grab all my things, which takes no time at all.
So you open the chest before Melphos arrives.
Yeah,
Okay. I'd like you to make a dexterity saving
that's a
throw.
character, yes, and a player. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Was that dexterity saving?
Dexterity saving throw, please.
I am proficient in dexterity saving throws.
That is a high roll. It's really
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Ooh, I think that means it's really fortunate.
Okay.
You panic with the bits.
That was so
That's so funny.
That was really fun.
The timing on that was so
That was
perfect.
really good. That was the Randall.
Yeah, I literally looked over at Doxson and
Wait, that
was
was
like,
sound effect.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Athale, you take 38 points of fire damage as the chest in front of you erupts with flame. As it does so, you can see kind of sparks that are like kind of coming off of this metal rod, the sharpened spike, as several of them kind of spike like a quills coming out of the carapace, accompanied with a fiery explosion. You take 38 points, sorry, half of that is piercing damage.
How?
And that is the halved damage?
No, that is
Or
just straight
no?
up. That is
Okay.
just no. Half of that damage is pierced.
Gotcha.
It's
Oh, that's
piercing
what it is.
damage.
How bad is Athale looking after that? Docs? Almost called you Randall.
Almost.
I was so close.
I think they are probably like fallen over backwards up against. It looks like there's like a barrel or something in the corner, maybe,
Yeah.
and they're just like slumped against that, just looking at the chest.
I am afraid that this is going to anger Malphos. I'm never going to name them right. I'm so sorry,
Well,
Malphos.
it's okay.
Malphos. And I do just a quick
There you go.
heal.
It's in chat just in case anyone wants to get the letters in their brain. That might help with pronunciation.
Malphos.
Oh, I wrote it down. But I think I wrote it down before I wrote Dox's new character's name down.
Such is
I instinctively cast heal because that looked like it was really bad.
Okay, so you're going to rush over to Athale, having heard an explosion and some
No, I'm not.
shonking noises. You're
I
gonna
can cast
it
that from
there.
60 feet away.
Okay, so you've positioned yourself where you can see Athale and down the
Yeah.
corridor.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Fantastic.
I'm like, I don't want Melphos to come over this way. Where's the measuring? I should be within 60 feet. Yeah.
I
Even if
wouldn't
this
trust
is
this. Yeah, this is not.
Yeah.
It's not within scale, but that's fine.
What?
You'll
Yeah,
be
I think
within
you were
60
saying
feet.
that each square was like 10 foot. So
Yeah, you'll
it's
be
like
fine.
double, so I'm still within it. Yeah. So I'm just literally standing where I'm at. He's still like in like visual range, and I'm just like, nope, we're not doing this today.
Yeah. Lovely. Oh
Mhm.
yeah, as in a full heal as well. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a big boy spell to be dropping. Fantastic. Athale, you feel fantastic. Would you like to describe in any way how your magic appears? This is the first time Athale is experiencing it.
Ooh. I think the way that it occurs is there's like a little buffeting of wind like around her, and then you feel like a gentle, cool evening breeze kind of like rustle your hair, and it smells a bit like a fall night with like a campfire. Like really crisp, clean air like in a forest. And you just feel like a really pleasant warmth from like the cool breeze, and then like almost like the fire like wash over you as it heals you up.
I love that description. I love that description for a particular reason. You described that as a really pleasant feeling. Yeah. Adele, what does that evoke for you?
I don't know.
It doesn't have to be anything. If there's a particular way that you've imagined how this interaction would occur.
I think that particularly that that cool evening breeze or warm evening breeze, whichever way around it was. I think that
Cool evening breeze, but like warm fire on the tail end.
I think that evokes kind of memories of Athale's travels when he was young, and possibly even kind of makes him sit there longer because it's just like transported like to a set of memories somewhere else.
Okay, lovely. I wanted to hone in on that, given your upbringing, and I thought that might be interesting. Okay, fantastic. The first steps are getting closer.
Lightning doesn't strike twice, right?
Wait, Horror's not
Welcome
there,
to the
sorry.
club.
I'm surrounded by button pushers now. I don't have a non-button pusher friend. Oh no, I'm the only not button pusher.
Do we hear anything when Athale
You
gets...
heard an explosion go off, yeah.
Okay, then we're running over, or at least I'm running over, and Nugget's gonna follow me.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if I would expect there to be as like a magical trap like this would probably be like
Sure.
a single shot?
Yeah, go again.
I am proficient in Arcana, in case that makes a difference.
It does, yeah. There is no indication that this would go either way. It's really difficult to tell whether or not it's going to go off a second time.
Why would you say that? Athale, are you okay?
To tell yes.
Oh. Good day. Malthus has arrived on the scene.
I would like my things, please. My subscription is up, is it not?
Your things?
Yes.
I don't see your things anywhere. I just see boxes full of my things.
I see. Well, this is going to be difficult then, isn't it?
Is something a bit... What is?
Well, you see, my things are in this box.
My things that used to belong to you but now belong to me, are in this box.
I see.
You're not... It'd be nice to... You got so many things. Could he have...
Part of the benefit of running this place is that I get the things. It's part of the deal.
You like collecting things?
I do.
This is Haiku's in. This is Haiku's in.
Or steps back.
I do like collecting things.
I'm gonna pat Haiku on the shoulder and I'm gonna give him a guidance. That's apostrophe EM. Give him a guidance.
No,
He said he liked collecting things, Haiku. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't think that was me continuing. Oh, God.
You're staring at him, so
You're a a devil of honor. You like collecting things.
I'm a devil.
You like your things. How would you feel hypothetically if you woke up from your nap one day after a long day, toiling around here, and then suddenly, like, some of your things were gone. And then suddenly there's like another devil walks over and he's like, "Oh, those are mine now." How would that make you feel?
What you are describing to me is what I would feel if you took things out of my chest. I would feel great displeasure.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I see sort of the circle logic I've worked there.
Maybe I quietly behind Haiku, I'm like, maybe we could trade for them.
What are we gonna trade though?
I just like point at your shell, like
Any of these things.
Not even got the xylobone back yet. Xylobone. Would Haiku be willing to do that though?
I remind you that Haiku is also hot for this devil, so you might be more inclined to trade.
For a moment, Malthus kind of pats himself down like he's looking for something. And then he kind of like looks at you guys again and kind of just an impatient look.
It looks like you were looking. No.
Oh, I just misplaced something.
What do you misplace?
I just couldn't find my dog whistle.
Dog whistle. Oh, for Bartholomew.
That's such a cute name. I love that. Nurley actually says
that. I mean, what if someone were to find the dog whistle for you?
I would like it back.
Would there be like a reward?
But what if it was somebody else's now that they had found it?
Would you like to trade for the stuff in that box? We've got some neat things.
I'm listening to what you've got.
I pull out, I have one portion left of bubble kelp. I'm like, this will let you breathe underwater. For I forget how long. And Nurley would remember after she thought about it for a minute, but Katie
Not
can't.
a lot of water here. There's not a lot of water.
Oh, do you not get vacations?
No, not really.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's why I'm so particular about how things run around here, apart from you guys being out yourself. Seems to you like that's weird. To me, it's normal.
Well, I hope you get to spend time resting.
I'm a devil. That doesn't really happen.
Oh.
What? You're a devil. Maybe I'm about to say something that's stereotyping, and I apologize in advance. How do you feel about bones?
I've got a couple on my throne.
Yeah, just a few.
I could have more.
How would you feel about an instrument made of the bones of the dead?
Roll me a persuasion check.
You do have a guidance.
I don't think the guidance is going to help that much. I mean, I'll roll it anyway.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not that in need of hobbies.
Oh.
I was genuinely fully expecting you to say like, "Oh yeah, I just found one of those on the floor. It's neat."
I mean, unless Melfos has picked it up, it is still on the floor in front of that dog.
Unless the dog's done something to it.
I'd be fucking fuming if that's the case.
I mean, you threw bones in front of a dog. I don't know what you thought was going to happen. I still have one black water potion.
What's that?
I don't know how I would put into words what it can do. That's the black water stuff that we drank that let us see like those butterflies and stuff.
Yeah.
I forget, but did it also give us sight into the ethereal plane? Is that what was happening with that?
Mm-hmm.
I've got a potion that lets you see into the ethereal plane.
You're really kind of not getting my vibe.
What kind of things do you like? Like weird stuff?
Yeah.
Or like...
I like potent magical artifacts and souls.
I definitely don't have any souls to give you. This is a pretty powerful potion, though. Yes, because I don't want to give you mine, so.
Ah, okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
Just
I kind of
asking.
need it, you know.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm not pushy. Yeah.
Spreadsheet's
I
getting
start
opened.
looking at the things on Haiku's shell for things that look really interesting that might be Melthos's vibe.
The spreadsheet is being opened.
Yeah, I was like, I could see the light flash.
Oh, I've got a really perfect way for this whole thing to all come full circle. It's just tucked away in here.
I'm so
Have a look.
excited. I'm so excited.
I just really want it. You guys have to stumble upon it.
What may the devil like out of this?
I have a book. No, it's called Pain
Not much of a
Au
reader.
Chocolat. Or might be your kind of vibe, you know, pain.
Oh my god. You do spend a lot of time by yourself here. Maybe you need a smutty book.
It's pretty close, but not for me.
Okay.
I do have something called the Demons Thread.
Oh, careful with that.
Devils are at
a
war
school
with
of red.
demons.
Oh,
But it might still be a cool item. What does it do?
it just is a spool of red thread which seems to growl in direct sunlight. There's no actual sunlight here, so that's pointless.
Yeah.
Uh,
Don't you have like a cool telescope thing?
cool telescope thing.
The party does their inventory.
Admin session. Woo!
Oh, I do have the Opticus Australis on it, spyglass, which allows users to look into the astral plane, but never the same place twice. And if you blink while looking through it, it changes where it's looking.
That seems like the sort of thing that might be amusing to someone who can't get out of here. You know, just saying.
They can see a lot of the astral plane already from where they are.
Yeah,
Wow.
but presumably this could show him all kinds of places he couldn't see because once it's like looked around, it can't see those places
Maybe.
anymore.
Yeah.
I've got the Flaming Pearl. A medium white pearl promised to grant wishes to its bearer. So far, it has granted no wishes, presumed broken.
Is it called the Flaming Pearl because it's on fire?
I think it's got some kind of flame-esque motif to it, you know, like the inside of a marble.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's just a marble.
I don't see
I
the
like
interesting
marbles.
thing is that I don't think I really have any powerful magic artifacts to trade of my own. I'm like looking through here. I have a mermaid's pearl power. And that's basically it, other than my dress, which I don't think you would consider a potent magical artifact. And I love it too much to give that up anyway.
Oh, I do actually have a bone flute. Forgot about that. Do you think he'd like a companion? I've got the skull of Deep's check.
That's really funny. Whoever came up with that name, very funny.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking through this, and there's not really. I mean, like,
I'll tell you right now,
unless you want the
you are
D&D
in
equivalent of a
possession.
Rubik's cube.
You are in possession of an item that he would be willing to trade for. Whether or not you know that you are in possession of that particular item because of bad note taking.
Is it Haiku that's in possession of that? Oh God, what's in the bag of holding? Where's the list of what's in the bag of holding? Didn't Randall give us a list?
Not that fucking bell branch, is it?
Oh my God, that would be really funny. No, I don't think that's it. Wait, is there a link, Docs, to what's in the bag of holding?
No, there wasn't.
Can you send me that link?
You can look in the bag of holding and see what's in it.
That's not how bag of holding works. You have to know
Oh.
what's in there and reach in and think of it and pull it out.
To be fair,
It
Randall
actually
did.
does. You can empty it inside out, and everything inside of it comes out of it.
But
Randall
yeah, you have to empty
did
everything
for
out
it.
of it. And if I feel like Randall left us a list. Am I wrong in saying that?
In Randall's will, there was a description of what he was leaving to whom.
Mhm.
Yes. And I think
There
I was
was
too sad to
also-
write that down at the time.
Randall did do a full inventory of what was in the bag of holding at one point. What we had
Yeah.
some downtime.
How do you put the bag of holding inside out? Doesn't the universe just then become the bag of holding?
No, you turn it inside out and it spits all the stuff in there out. But I think there's like infinite sprouts in there too, so we just really don't want
It
to.
just keeps like spitting sprouts out.
So
like,
will
every
that
second.
end the universe then anyway?
Oh my God, would he want the
Eventually.
infinite sprouts? He can't have my infinite sprouts. Sorry, I fail. We'll get you a new cloak.
Throughout death of the universe.
The sprout of the universe.
No, I
Are
don't
you
want the
looking
scalp.
for the inventory? Okay. I'm trying to remember.
Tom, could you tell us who has this item? Just if there's someone who...
Here we go.
I'm not gonna tell you guys what it is. I'm gonna tell Docs what it is because I think he'll think it's funny.
I have some thoughts.
It's not. If it's the thing I've got in my head right now, the answer's no.
But I'm not gonna tell Docs.
Does Melthos have really nice hair?
Let's find out. Let's go on his little thing.
Yeah, show me.
Yeah, it does.
Oh my god, beautiful hair.
It was some luscious
Wait.
locks.
So Nearly reaches into the bag of holding and is like, I have this really cool hairpin. Watch. And I'm gonna like put it in my hair and I'm gonna change my hair like to bright pink and like really poofy curly, and then I'll take it out and it'll go back to normal, and then I'll put it back in and it'll be like bright purple and like cosmic swirly and stuff like that. That's pretty neat.
Roll me a persuasion check. DC is high.
Can I guidance myself? I feel like she
Yeah.
would have guidance herself. Thank you.
Sure.
I appreciate that. Okay. There's my character sheet.
I
I've
think
got
I know
so
what
many
you're
tabs
referencing
open now.
That wasn't what I was thinking of. You're right. That is funny.
That's not
I'm
the
not
best.
interested.
Okay.
I mean, I'll take it off your hands if you're trying to get rid of it, but I don't want it. Really, it's a trade for these.
Oh, that one says haiku has. Oh, we've got this, and I pull out the bandage of the blind monk. I'm like,
all right, what's that then?
and I'll describe what Randall told me putting it on was like. Like Nearly would remember, but Katie doesn't because it's been a long time. Been a long time. I think like it's like you can't see beyond 150 feet, but you can't be like surprised. Blah 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 blah.
Yep.
You know.
You have advantage on his investigation.
You get Trimmerson, see advantage. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Maybe it's not like a physical thing. Maybe it's more like an act.
Oh, there is. No.
My.
Roll me another persuasion check.
Okay. Can I guidance myself again?
Sure.
Here we go. Here we go. 27.
I'll be willing to trade that for one of the items in here.
Oh, just for
What?
one?
Just for one.
How many things do you have in there, Sale?
That's a great question. Is it literally all of my things?
Yeah.
Not even the non-magical stuff?
Everything.
Oh, dude.
If I put together a lot of things that you like, could we just trade for the box so it doesn't have to be like a one-to-one? Because you won't like he's probably got like soap and stuff in there, you know. So what about? And then so she's got the cool Bandage of the Blind Monk thing, the hairpin. There's one that says second pair of slippers of spider climbing I'm using. Does that mean we got that back from Randall?
Randall got a physical pair, and as an aside to the ones I conjured up. So there was two at one point.
Okay.
But I definitely took away the conjured pair.
Okay, so we've got his slippers of spider climbing.
Or I'm just gonna turn around and wiggle the shell in Malthus's direction.
You're gonna wiggle the what?
The shell in Malthus's direction. It's gonna be easier than me listing off everything.
Oh, right.
And then I pull out a big fuck off sword.
Okay.
The sword of wounding. And I'm like, and what about all of these things? This is pretty cool. Don't you use a sword?
Roll me a persuasion check for the sword of wounding.
Okay. The party gets rid of stuff they've been carrying around for forever. Oh
shit.
28.
I can see myself parting for one more item with that.
This is going to be the longest
I
bargaining
have
trade we've ever seen.
10 things I will
Continues
not
wiggling.
leave without.
You have 10 things you don't want to leave
10
without?
things.
Okay.
16 total things.
Oh, Lord. Haiku, wiggle, wiggle sexier.
Can't wiggle anymore. I'm gonna fall over. Me
So he wasn't
center of mass is all off.
He wasn't interested in the spider climbing shoes?
You could roll me another persuasion check, but all of these will be 1-for-1s.
That's fine.
You can see that he's not interested in these items beyond 1-for-1s.
18?
For the shoes of spider climbing, that will succeed.
Okay.
I'm setting the DC based on the quality of the item.
That's totally fair. I'm trying to convince the devil to give away a bunch of stuff that's obviously
I think,
decent enough that this person wants it back. Or
Those slippers could be cozy to nap in.
And they
Give
can
it
let
a
you
try
walk
for
up
one of
walls.
Could I get everyone
wings.
for like a quick group huddle?
Yeah.
Do you want me to keep doing what I'm doing, or do you want me in the huddle?
Oh, I very much want you in a huddle.
Okay, I'm gonna set aside, next to me, the 3 things that he has said yes to, and then I'm leaning over as I'm still rummaging in the bag of holding.
Do we really need souls?
All right, I'm out of the huddle. I pull out the very fancy PJs from Caspian's room at the Enclave, and I'm like, speaking of napping, these are really fancy.
I'm a problem solver. It's looking like this is the only thing we're gonna have to do. Like, as far as Haiku's concerned, there's some pretty high-end shit we've just offered there.
In before he won't take Haiku's soul.
Not yours.
Please take my soul.
Question. Something in here is called the turquoise boat hanging ornament. Is that one of those things that turns into a boat? Or is it literally just a bauble?
I got no idea.
So there are magic items that are feather shaped,
no,
the
I'm fully
quills,
aware.
feather,
Yeah,
whatever.
100%.
Okay.
I have no idea. I cannot
It,
recall.
it is not a magic item. It was some random trinket that we found at some point.
Okay, never mind.
Thank you, Doctor.
I pull out. He mentioned. Okay. How did he react to the very fancy PJs?
He did not.
Okay. I'm not giving him
You
the
really are.
scripture stuff. The
You're
bowl,
still wiggling here like a bee.
the bowl vase with an engraved skull on it. I'm like, it's not magic, but it seems like your aesthetic.
Yeah, if it's not a magical item of some description or a soul, he's not interested.
Okay.
We haven't got to the
And he didn't want the
dryad
hairpin,
finger yet.
right? Oh, sorry. What'd you say, Doc?
We haven't got to the dryad finger yet. Is that in there?
I was gonna ask about that. What is that?
When we were in the Feywild and there was the big tree thing that we ran up to fight the evil person.
Mm-hmm.
We needed something to take back to prove that we had defeated them.
So it's a magic wand now, like a
And
broken finger.
and finger combo. No, it was their wand and their finger all together.
Okay. We'll pull out the Dryad's wand because wands are magical, but I don't know how magical this one might be. Magic wand from the
He's
Feywild.
not interested. He's not
Okay.
interested.
There's a single match.
Sarah.
Oh, I think the single match was used actually.
Oh my God,
I
you're
didn't
right.
update that.
Oh,
The tiny
damn.
servant. Okay, well, that's 3 things. What are your 3 favorite things, Athale?
I could open the chest. Maybe it will go boom.
You know what? As a tall who believes like a person's belongings are their own treasure, I am behind you 100% there.
Then this is how Athale and Haiku bond.
In fact, I will physically get behind you to help you with it.
Get behind you.
Ooh, D6.
I can't imagine what specific thing you're thinking of that he would really want. The sword, I think.
Someone has thought of it. It's occurred to someone.
Who's it occurred to?
Oh my God, was it the bell thing?
Was it the message I sent you?
I'm never gonna tell.
What did you think of? It's a soul, isn't it? He wants a fucking soul.
No, he
Could
wants.
take a soul.
I'd argue the message I sent Tom was worse than a soul.
Oh. Can't discuss that on stream, I
Poor Katie.
imagine.
Poor Katie.
What are your 3 favorite things, Athale?
Belfast, please. Please.
Could we gather again?
Yeah.
Nearly leans in, but she's like already giving Haiku a look. Like this better not start out the same exact way. But do we really need souls? Yes.
I noticed the look. Like it's not gonna be. I pull out like something covered in like cloth, and I unfurl the cloth, and it's the very important pebble.
Oh.
I don't think that'll work, but you could try it.
I don't want it to work. I need
Tom
like
didn't
some
tell
kind
us who had the thing that he would really
No,
want,
he
did he?
didn't.
No. What if we just stab this guy? I'm afraid to do that.
Dale doesn't have any of his stuff.
Yeah.
But if we're stabbing the
can't
guy,
cast
they'll
magic.
get his stuff.
That's true.
You could try the pebble.
I'm just gonna sort of like turn
I
around and
mean,
like hold it
it's
in the
just a
palm of
pebble.
my hands.
Da-na-na-na.
So you're presenting what? Sorry.
The
The
very,
very
important
interesting
pebble.
pebble.
The very interesting.
Oh, it's interesting. Sorry, I thought it was important.
He goes, what is that?
It's well, it's both a very interesting and very important pebble from an old friend of ours who isn't with us anymore. Was gifted to me in their will.
What is it that's so interesting about it?
Do you find it interesting?
I mean, yeah, look at it. It's saved lives.
It's perplexing. There's something about it that's just it's got some allure to it.
Right? It's hard to put into words. Our friend was quite taken with it as well.
I mean,
I think
literally,
your friend was in good taste.
he only parted with it through well sacrificing his life.
That's true. What was it that Melthos just said?
Your friend had good taste.
He did.
And you'd be willing to trade this.
And you can have these other things too. And she holds up like the sword and the bandage and whatever else it was. The boots.
No. If we're trading, it's the pebble for everything. This is. I feel like we're at least like friendly at this point, Melthus. This has a hell of a lot of sentimental value to us as a party. I mean, maybe not Ethel, because to be honest, we've only just met the guy. But the rest of us, this is one of the few links back to our friend.
I'd be willing to trade that for all of Athale's goodies.
I start putting stuff back in the bag of holding, just like I can't believe this is happening.
I sort of turn
Okay.
around for like one last like, is this okay look. The haiku does not feel good about this.
Oro whispers, I feel like we should ask for more. For everything he owns for this pebble.
Don't want to push our luck.
We offering it up then? Alright. Sort of fold the cloth back over and hand it to them.
Do we have a deal?
Just a pebble for the stuff in that box, very specifically.
No souls being exchanged.
Thank you.
Pebble, for all of Athale's goodies in this box.
I can't wait for him to take the pebble and for it to transform into something magnificent for us to just all be like, oh my god.
Imagine.
He takes the pebble and he opens up the fabric. It's just like amazing. It's so precious. Now it's my own.
Mm-hmm.
He opens up the lid of the chest and he starts to hand you Athale's items.
Did he just say my precious, my own?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh no.
So
I think this is worse than the sword somehow.
Athale has all of his goodies.
Oh my god, I want to see what like the interesting things that come out of the box. You don't have to go through the whole inventory, but I'm definitely watching now. Like, what did we just give away our friend's pebble for? I'm not super attached to the pebble. I feel like Randall would have wanted this, you know. But I'm interested in nosy.
Randall did say to find the other uses of the pebble, and clearly you found the other one.
Yeah. Because devils are notoriously good at like contracts, getting what they want out of things, always getting the upper hand of the deal, and this does not seem the case to Nearly. So she's just like, I don't know what it is about this damn pebble, but
So I'm assuming Athale gets to choose the order, or is it just
Absolutely, yeah. You choose the order. You can just choose how descriptive you are about it. It's
yeah.
So the very first,
yeah, go ahead.
The very first thing that Athale gets out, and it's like not at the top, it's rummaged around for, is the spellbook, and it's very clearly just a spellbook. I don't know if I've actually thought about what it looks like. So you don't know what it looks like because I don't remember, and I don't think I decided. It's not. It isn't particularly fancy. It's like just like a leather-bound tome. It's a nice bookmark in it. And then out comes a whip. It is, if you're close by, it's 3 snakes that are kind of tails are braided together, and the heads are at the hilt coming out. When they take that out, they kind of, there's a little flourish of like reacquaintance with it, and it just like whips through the air, kind of like around.
Very Sweeney Todd.
And then
does the iconography of the snakes mean anything to Nearly?
You can roll an Arcana check or a history check with disadvantage.
Not a religion check?
No.
Okay, I doubt very seriously she's gonna have any idea. Oh, by 20.
If you rolled 2 20s, you might do.
Yeah. Okay, continue.
And then there is a cloak that comes out, and there's some studded leather armor, and then a cloak. The cloak is like a deep green. Well, you can see it. It's actually the one on the Thale's body. It might be a bit small in that picture. It is a like a deep green, and it has a golden embroidered kind of collar line that goes around, and it traces the outside edge. The inside is like a deep purple silk material, and that's a hood, because it needs a hood. And then what else is interesting? I don't think there's anything super interesting. There's like some spell scrolls and a couple of potions, and then just like some normal stuff like water skin and bedroll. And
does he have a wand?
Yes.
What's it look like?
It is kind of like, compared to everything else, you're like, really? That wand? Okay, fine. It's just
functional.
It's yeah.
Okay. All right. I will make you describe any other stuff. I just really wanted to know what the wand looked like. It's one of those like, hey, I got one of those too. Hey.
Yeah. No, it is remarkably unremarkable.
Okay.
I don't suppose Athale has a second very important pebble by any chance?
No.
Any souvenirs of our dead friend?
What?
Suspicious.
Yeah, I have this scalp actually. I thank you for that. I am indebted to you.
Yeah,
I-
you always.
Yes. I should probably know your names then.
Oh shit. I'm Oro. Nugget.
Oh, I thought we did this already. I'm
I-
early.
Haiku.
Thank you, Haiku. That was clearly something of great value to you.
Mm. Yeah.
I'm proud of you, Haiku. Is
That's
Melthoss still just like super taken with the thing?
Big time.
Hell yeah. Sorry,
He
continue.
so he
Jack.
took out the sword from the chest that he was there for, and is walking away now. But you can see that he's like enraptured by the pebble that you gave him in exchange for all of this very good loot. I thought that would be a nice way to bring about the handover of Randall to Ithale.
That's
Yeah.
The
That
pebble
also isn't what
something.
I thought about.
Is it not?
No, that isn't what I thought of.
What did you think of?
I was thinking of the purple shard that we took from Thistle.
Oh, I was absolutely not
Ah.
gonna hand that over.
It's
I'm
okay.
not gonna.
That's
Amy
just
suckers.
dust. That's just
Oh, it's
dust
just
at the
dust.
bottom of your bag now.
Haiku is emotionally drained after that.
I'll put my hand on their shoulder.
That does make me feel a little better. No, thank you.
I learned it from a friend.
Okay.
Can we see the xylobone?
I'm gonna roll some dice.
I've just given away the very important pebble.
Yeah.
Haiku side
What's
quest started.
what's your proficiency bonus right now? It's like
Efficiency
It
bonus.
Is it 4?
Mm.
5.
it's a 5 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm rolling well, I'm gonna just determine off the top of my head as a luck check. I'm adding your proficiency bonus.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna do it in chat naked so you can see it.
Ooh,
naked.
okay.
Ooh, a
Is that
rare
allowed on
naked
Twitch?
roll.
If you get above a 12, the xylobone's fine.
Oh.
Oh.
The xylobone, sure enough, was not that interesting to Bartholomew.
It's covered in like saliva and stuff.
You can see that there's some
Glad you
saliva
clean it
on
now.
there. There are a few like gentle gnawing tooth marks on it, but nothing that would make it unusable.
I sort of like gently just tap one of the bars just to see if it still works.
Bartholomew wakes up.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's not what I expected you to do.
Yep. We're just back to the like, I trust
Yep.
you with my life, but not by yourself. Like every single time.
It's now a good time for bio break.
Yeah,
Okie dokie.
Agreed.
it is the time for the bio break. All right, if you are in chat and you're new here, hi, how's it going? If you don't know how our bio breaks work, we go for a bio break and then it takes as long as it takes. Usually not very long. We don't have a set time limit like some streams do. It's usually about 5 minutes before we get back to business. In the meantime, here is the do good penis. There's actually 2.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh,
Too good.
don't expose
You
me
can't-
for drawing it wrong.
You can't
Hide the other one. There we go.
one at a time. One do good penis at a time. Right. Yeah, be right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna run some ads in the meantime. Enjoy your ad time. Go pee. Get some water. Get a snack, etc.
Hello, chat. It's just the two of us now. How is everyone? No, Cyborg.
Are we remarking upon the odd doog penis?
A doog penis.
I can't remember if it's because did I mirror my camera or something. OMG, Jack, hi. I'm shy, but it's just the two of us.
Favorite new mini? God. There's some cool ones downstairs that I'm currently cleaning up. Some beaky boys.
Beaky boys?
Beaky boys.
What kind of beaky
They're
boys?
actually called hook horrors, but they've got big beaks and long hooks for arms.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Mm.
I recognize hook horrors. Where do I recognize? Wait, no, I recognize hook horrors from D&D, I think.
Oh, they have their own version in first edition Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, and then it immediately got removed because it was copyrighted to the author, not to the overarching company.
Yeah, I recognize it from D&D.
A D&D thing, are they?
Yeah.
D&D hook horror.
I'd be interested to know if they're similar.
That would explain why when I'd Google hook horror miniatures, so many of them look like that.
Thank you, Sarah.
Okay.
I have an important game-related question.
Uh-huh.
Given my things have been in a chest for some unknown amount of time,
Yeah.
am I not attuned to them now? Or am I still attuned to them? I'm attuned to them, right? Yeah, I shouldn't have asked. I'm attuned to them.
Yeah, I wouldn't have asked that question about you. Let's see what the rules say. Rules as written.
Quick, edit the wiki page. Quick.
Oh no. Your attunement to an item ends if it has been more than 100 feet away from you for 24 hours or if you die.
Oh.
We're fine. 70 feet, no problem.
Double that.
Yeah, double 70, 95.
Yeah, we're fine. We're double, we're fine.
I mean, you going to tell me I'm wrong, Tom? Go
What,
on.
the maths teacher?
70.70.
Are you willing to, as a maths teacher, give me an incorrect calculation answer?
Yep.
Purposefully.
Yep.
Yep.
Wow.
Thank you. I planted it when it dried.
There are I would allow you to use some things without being attuned to them, but you wouldn't have all the magical benefits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you just whip things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have not written down that I'm attuned to that. I am.
I
Well, I
assume
mean,
the
I'm not.
distances were a bit wobbly. The distance in this is currently each square is 5, but each should be 10. It should be 10. The problem is I love these massive maps, and I really like making them properly 5 foot for the scale or whatever. But then they become huge for Roll20, and loading into this one already takes a couple of seconds before it stops being all blurry. So when we have combats on them, I tend to have those parts screenshot for a second tab where I can blow up a bit bigger.
If
It's a little bit like the ratio is a bit better.
Anything else, am I?
Hmm?
I'm only attuned to 2 things, right?
You tell me.
Tell you what.
What he's attuned to. Well, he's now attuned to 0 things.
Oh yeah.
Out of the number of possible things that can be attuned to is 2.
What we need on our D&D bingo thing is Adam gets a rule wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sarah.
Yeah, I've only got
As
2 things.
rare
that
as
can
it
be
as it
attuned.
is.
Oh, unless my dagger is attunable. Is that attunable?
I don't think so. I think that's
Good enough
that's
for me.
a yeah. I think that's like uncommon, right?
I don't remember. Well, I can look
We're
at
looking up how many items we can be attuned to.
No, he's trying to. He's got particular magical items he was given during character generation. I rolled on the table. I went through the whole thing. I did all the rolling. I rolled which table did you get it from,
Yeah.
and then I rolled on those tables a number of times.
That's it.
All fairs and squares.
Mm-hmm. And then, like 2 weeks later, they came out with a bunch of rules on how to deal with high-level characters.
Yeah. The new rules came out, and they were like, "Oh yeah, level XYZ number of characters should have this much money, this number of magical items." I was like, "Fuck's sake!"
Tom was like,
I spent so long agonizing over this. Okay. Right. We're back. Athale's been reunited with his stuff, none of which he can use properly. Was that a scout salute? Katie, you okay?
3 magic items, not 2.
You
Creature
can
can be
attune to
attuned.
3 in total, yeah.
Yeah.
He
yeah, I've
only
only
has
got
2
I've only
things
got
that
2
require
that need
attunement.
attuning.
Oh, I thought you were saying you could only be attuned to 2. I was like, I don't think that's right.
But we're doing a little
Okay.
scouts
Yeah.
salute.
Scouts
honors.
honor. Continue.
And
I'm so sorry.
that's okay. And Malphos has taken the sword out of the chest and is walking down to Kin.
I want to get the xylobone.
The
Or did we do that?
xylobone got.
Excellent.
Yes, that's collected. Zalabon got. Items got. Nugget got.
Need to go get that other key.
Oh, we still need to get the little guy out of the cell, don't we?
Yeah, that's
I thought
the
we
whole
could just
point
go
we
at
need,
that
yeah.
point. I'll be honest with you. I thought we'd done.
Not yet.
No, we're actually here for Elrond. We just made a friend along the way.
Ah.
Okay.
Thale, how would you feel about us calling you Elrond?
No.
I think Hilda would know.
Yes.
I mean, I've got that illusion machine. Just have to keep it up forever.
Not sure that you really understand what you're asking by asking that.
IQ absolutely does not know.
Long lost lover. There's really a lot tied up in that. And Melvoss is out of earshot at this point, right? As far as we know. Because for all we know,
yeah.
he can hear everything that we're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he walks past and he goes down, south of you guys. I mean, a while away from Oro, who's currently elsewhere on the map. Walks towards Kin, and you hear a scream sound. Didn't really necessarily come through on the microphone. I don't know. A scream.
It didn't, yeah. So should we?
Could you redo that, sorry, Tom, just so to get the full experience?
No.
Damn.
It might not come through on the microphone. It might not come through a second time.
It will probably noise gate you.
Oh, well, I have specifically set up this microphone so it stops me from ear bleeding you guys. So yeah.
You're just so powerful. Should we see about that other pedestal thing? Because that might be what helps with those.
Wait, what are the down south?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oops. Boop, boop.
As you look out south down here and towards the pedestal that has the key inside of it, or on top of it, you can see that the portcullis is still there. However, and so is the seal. However, the rock and the floor underneath it is now kind of like steaming, like cooled.
big is the bar in the portcullis? Like, how portcullis are we talking?
We're talking you couldn't squeeze through and you probably couldn't lift it.
Could
if-
Oro squeeze through?
What about
Oro could maybe squeeze through.
What about
It
a
can be
small
like
snake?
that scene in Muppets Christmas Carol.
Just like in
that.
Muppets Christmas Carol.
Oh yeah.
Come on, that's my dream.
Go full Rizzo.
What were you saying, Docs?
I could send a small snake through, but
Huh?
The snake could
I'm sorry,
definitely
what?
slip through.
oh, you haven't met Scythe. You get a little snake come out. A little viper.
This guy been hiding the entire time.
Around.
What
He's
does
so
their
cute.
snake look like?
They are a viper, and I should have set up the picture already, but I did not. They are. They're a viper, which I've said 3 times now. They are green, and they have some like yellow banding.
Ooh.
They're not very long. They're like a meter long.
Oh my god, what a cutie! Oh, is it a flying snake?
No, it's a normal ground snake.
Oh, how you get them over there?
I.
Oh, we jinxed. That's on my bingo
Aw,
card.
we
Yay.
Damn
Oh, we just
what's
jinxed.
this?
Ben!
Double jinx.
Is this a jump gap here?
Yep.
Oh wait, can Nugget help? Nugget can fly them over there if you want.
I wouldn't fall down if I were you.
I wasn't planning on it.
Didn't. Yeah, it's not a good time.
Completely unrelated question. While I was gone, did y'all ask Adam about a rule? Is that why y'all were discussing rules with Adam?
No.
Okay,
No.
never mind. Sorry, just making
We
sure.
were talking about the attunement.
Oh, that's what it
The
was.
attunement rule, yeah. We didn't ask Adam.
Okay.
That's
Doesn't count for my bingo card.
That's
then.
the important thing for the bingo card. It needs to be
Yeah.
we have to ask Adam.
Yeah.
Is Adam aware that he's on the bingo card?
Adam, you're on the bingo card. I don't think my bingo card, it's hilarious that this is the bingo card that I generated and decided to keep, because if I ever did get a full blackout, that would mean that we would get a Roll20 sponsorship. So I think at that point my card would count on principle.
Yeah.
Okay. What's their name? I'm
Scythe.
still talking about the snake. Scythe. That's why you said Scythe.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cute. Little morbid, still very cute. They are a snake after all, so.
Is Scythe friendly?
Yes. Well, yes.
Oh, okay.
Do they
Scythe.
like sprouts? And I reach into the bag of
What's
holding and I pull out a sprout.
sprouts?
Does Athel not know what sprouts are?
No, what is a sprout?
They're delicious. Do you like vegetables? Blech.
That's yes.
Here, take it. I'm gonna hand it to you, and I'm gonna prestidigitate it so I didn't touch your sprout. Now it's clean. Try it.
It's so bitter.
Oh,
Why?
everybody always says that. I don't think they're that bitter.
Oh, there's a bingo. Was it prestidigitation? Is that what it was?
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
I do think gnarly cleaning was one of the options, so.
That means
Congratulations on your bingo. Please put it in the bingo channel. Oh, someone eats a
Someone
sprout.
eats a sprout.
Yeah.
That's also a good one.
that means you get an advantage to give to someone.
Ooh.
You don't have to pick right now, but
Grace
Give
still
it
has
to-
theirs.
Give it to a Thale for having to eat a sprout. I'm kidding. Do whatever you want.
Would I recognise Scythe as being some type of creature from the jungles of Chult?
You've seen
Mm,
snakes.
Okay.
They're a regular snake.
Okay.
Well, mostly regular snake. They're not. They are. They're celestial, fiend, or fae, but I don't remember which one. Probably a fae. Fae makes the most sense.
Hmm.
They're fae-ish.
Grace, I'm saving it for evil purposes.
Grace,
What?
no!
Do you want bingo taken away?
Yeah.
I'll take bingo away.
Take it away.
I will turn this bingo around and go home.
No bingo for anyone.
No. Because I'm evil.
But none of us have an advantage hasn't been given out yet. Grace is
Yeah.
the only one who holds one.
None have been given out yet. They
And
just
now
they're
Cypher.
stored up.
Dastardly. You could probably also wait and give it at a crucial moment if that's more exciting to you. I don't know what the rules are. I mean, I technically know because I've been told. I just forgot what the rules are. I should say I forgot what the rules are.
Yeah, no, it's totally fine to hold on to them until you want to.
Okay. So
Hand
no
them out.
pressure.
Mhm.
Well, let's see your snake go. It's Scythe. If you hated the sprout that much, I don't know what snakes eat, but he probably won't like it. What do you do with the
idea
rest
of
of
a
it?
snake filled with sprouts from top to bottom? Because you know how they like, have the shape.
Yeah.
The first thing I thought of the second that you volunteered the sprout idea was just a snake body with just a bunch of sprouts in a line,
I do
and the
like
image
that.
is ridiculous.
In true D&D fashion, I'll let my D20 take responsibility. Love it.
Like put Scythe onto Nugget, I guess.
Nugget, be very careful with Scythe. You're gonna go over to the. Just tell Nugget where to go and to help Scythe over there.
How
on it.
do snakes and bats react to each other?
Nugget's very friendly.
Yeah, in the wild, probably not great. In this circumstance, I think we're fine.
The druid
They're
has
very
seen
well
seen a snake
behaved
before.
familiars.
Yeah. Sure enough, Nugget sets off with ease, drops Scythe away at the entrance of this portcullis.
Collect the key, please.
Scythe kind of makes its way towards the portcullis and tries to squeeze through, but there is a force field that kind of pushes back with some resistance. It turns back to look at you as if
Wait, what
Okay.
happened? Sorry.
it was unable to pierce the force field that is being maintained by the arcane sigil
It appears
Horny
they had
Delta.
thought of that.
We could get past the portcullis, but there's a barrier.
Wait, there's a sigil here, right?
Yeah. Do you want
Horny
me to just go
Delta.
put out that fire? Pony Delta.
Yeah.
It's not written on the board. Oh, yeah, it is. So yes.
It's right there.
Board.
Yeah.
Okay. I go over
Wait.
here. Out.
Wait,
Okay.
does the gong not ring when you do that, or was that a coincidence that I have forgotten?
The gong does. It did the first time when I put a fire out.
Perhaps we should not leave our friends out on the thing that turns into lava,
Okay, come back.
just in case.
Oh, but Snake's our friend now.
The
It's
snake
his
is my
friend.
friend.
Okay.
I assume the bat is your friend.
Yeah, but
That's Nugget.
I've known the bat for a
The Nugget.
while.
He likes sprouts,
Ah,
and I like sprouts. When they get back, I
gathered.
cheers a sprout and give one to Nugget and eat one myself.
You guys chow down on some sprouts.
Nom 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 nom.
do you not
It's
want to
got-
share a
it's a
tent
good
with this
time for all.
party?
What'd you say?
You don't want to share a tent with this party.
I don't know. I don't get it.
Sprouts make you fart.
Mm-hmm.
That's never happened to me.
Notoriously a terrible for giving people wind.
Uh-huh.
No, from experience.
That's literally never happened to me. That's
20
so
years.
weird.
No, what's
Maybe not
really
eating enough
funny,
sprouts.
like, so when I going through my like teen year, well, like my early 20s and stuff, I regularly as a snack would have chocolate raisins. I really like chocolate raisins, and I still have them now every now and again. And I remember one day I went to like a dinner or something. I was eating with some people I don't usually eat with, and they asked me what I had for lunch, and I was like, it was one of those like not a good day for food, so I ate like an entire packet of like chocolate raisins, and that was like the only thing I ate all day. And they were like, "Oh, so I guess you're like probably pretty windy over there." And I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" Because it had never occurred to me. Like that was not something I'd ever heard of. That like raisins make you fart or whatever. It never ever occurred to me ever.
Does that happen to people?
Yeah, apparently so.
Are they? Are you? I think they're thinking of plums.
No, it's
'Cause-
like a raisins thing.
Or not plums, prunes. Because prunes are dried plums, and prunes are what old people would always eat to stay regular.
I mean, they're
I
full of
thought
fiber, so
I thought prunes made people piss themselves. Oh, that's what prunes are
What?
for.
Where did that come from?
Prunes are for pooping.
Mhm.
Oh.
That's why they begin with a P.
that's so silly.
Same as pineapple
I've never heard of the raisin thing
And
either.
pasta?
and pasta. That's not a fruit or a vegetable, Jack.
Papaya.
Good job.
Nerly doesn't get gassy from the sprouts.
Nerly's
does.
never farted.
Nerly has
what
probably never farted.
What
I
precedent
feel like
is
you-
this for?
Extremely unhealthy.
I really did not expect that this would be the way this conversation went.
I didn't either. I was like, oh, why would you just don't like sprouts that much, huh? Like I had no idea where this was going.
That was
That's
on my
next
bingo
week.
card.
That's next week's prompt sorted.
Has
What's
your
your
character ever
character's
farted?
gas smell like?
Oh no.
No, absolutely not. Nope,
Vetoing
nope.
that. Vetoing that.
Okay, should
we're
I go
not
put
having
out the
that.
fire? Should I go put out the fire for this sigil?
Please
Sure.
save us, yes.
Be careful of
Nugget
the
comes back.
portcullises that come down.
Yeah, I can do it from outside.
Okay.
So
Okay, cool.
I'll go up to the edge outside of the thing and well, I don't know how big the room is, but I can do it from 30 feet away. So if I have to go to a
You
different
can do none. You can do that from.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay. I go here and I put out
It's also fine because this one doesn't have portcullises.
Oh, nice.
This fades.
I put out the brazier next to that symbol. They're not marked on this map for me to know which is which, but
Just pop you down. You're over there. You're over here. You're over there.
raisins can have that sort of effect if you eat more than you're used to because it has a high fiber content. Thank you, Cyborg.
I said
This is how
fiber
I've had
content.
lifelong digestion issues. My body never digests anything properly, so I just have no idea about all this stuff. Because
Okay.
So we're back
I'm
to
wondering
normal,
if all these like cells have like magical like shield walls, then what's the point of the portcullises? Don't they seem a little redundant? You got some kind of mechanical. I might have to go speak to Malphos to try and
Redundant would be
improve the
accurate because it's a
efficiency.
redundancy.
It's a backup.
Regardless, the
Build
brazier,
it better.
just build it better.
Mm.
Forehead is
Have fewer
extinguished.
security
The
checks for us to
phase
get through. Sorry, go ahead.
changes, and the rock underneath your feet seems to have cooled or finished cooling.
So back here, no
the
fiery
portcullis is
floor.
raised.
Oh,
Ah,
I come toddling back over.
we should be careful of traps.
I move
because-
aside.
Just in case. We wouldn't
think
want to be
that's a good
caught out
idea.
by a trap.
Okay. How about I go over with Nugget and Scythe, and I'll see if there's any traps there. Yeah. Okay.
Guidance.
I'll go do that.
I'm a guidance Oro. I'm a guidance Nugget. I'm a guidance Scythe. You get a guidance. You get a guidance. You get a guidance.
Are they okay? So are you going over here and having a look see, or are you casting find traps?
I'm having a look see.
Okay, roll me a perception check or investigation check if you'd like to get a little bit closer. As I've described before, perception. Oh my god!
Oh, JK, I can only concentrate. I can only cast guidance once because it's
I was
concentration.
going to say it's
so
concentration.
It's just Oro.
Yeah. Okay.
It's never come up before. Someone had to go check.
At this point, that you have never tried to cast concentration on more than one person at a time.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that is that one extra one really pushes you over. On
Nice.
nothing here immediately sets your bat senses on high alert. Seems fine. So there is a large key set upon a pedestal in the center of the room. You have a feeling that this room might be quite different if the floor was all lava, and it would be harder to access this key. But because of the phase that you have entered in, it seems like it is very low risk if you wanted to pull this key off of its pedestal.
Okay. We're gonna see if Scythe can get through the what was the barrier.
Yeah,
before they go and
no
kill.
problems.
Okay.
Well, the portcullis isn't there anymore. It's been lifted, so you can walk in yourself.
Can I have a quick little investigate on the pillar with
Yeah.
the keys on? A 9.
You can't see anything obvious. You're going to trust your previous perception roll.
Okay. Go for it, Scythe. I believe in you.
Okay. They go and try and collect the key
Okay.
by twisting around it.
So they twist up the pedestal
Their
and they get
hands.
to the top, and they start to like wrap around the key itself. They recognize that it is. I mean, it's stood upright, like it's just on its end, and they kind of start wrapping around it, and then they realize quite quickly that it's not. This is not a good idea. Instead, they unwrap themselves and they kind of nudge it from the side, and it falls onto the floor. It clangs on the ground.
Can Aura try and pick it up whilst it's falling?
Yep, you catch it.
Sweet. I wait for Scythe to get back on, or I get it, Scythe, whatever.
Scythe slithers on top. You guys are able to get back on Nugget.
Okay, I will go back. Was there anything else in the room? Hold on, look around the room.
There were 10 whistles.
Wait, we didn't even
No.
give the whistle back, did we?
Nope.
Nope.
It's our whistle.
There's nothing else in the room.
Okay, we've come back. I got the key. I want to look at this key. What does it look like?
It looks akin to the other key that was made by Haiku. It's very slightly different in its teeth. But other than that, it is unremarkable.
I'm gonna take the key and touch it to Thale's shackles and see if the key is magic and makes them fall off.
Did you try that with the other key?
No, we haven't tried it yet.
You haven't tried
But
it?
that one was forged by Haiku, so I didn't figure that would work because there was no like enchantment to it. I'm hoping this one's enchanted.
It works. Yeah. The shackles fall off.
Ah,
Oh,
why?
I honestly wasn't expecting that to work.
It almost seems suspiciously simple.
I mean, you had to get a fucking magical key out of a sealed chamber in a particular phase of a 3-phased extraplanar prison. What was too
We spent
simple?
25 minutes trying to fucking haggling with a devil.
Yeah, but that was to get things out of a locked, trapped box.
Bashing your head against a molten floor.
That was low. Jesus.
The floor was low. That's why it hurt when you fell.
Wow. I would like to point out I'm also missing, 21 health and have been for quite a while now.
I forgot that you pointed that out earlier. I had forgotten that you took damage. Does
That's
Haiku
funny.
look offended right now? Did you was that a Jack comment or was that a Haiku comment?
Oh no, that was a Jack comment.
Oh, okay. it does occur to Neurali suddenly as she's like, "Oh my gosh, we are close to getting out of here." Which is probably going to be the most difficult part because I can only imagine us whistling for the dog and then trying to beat them to the door to get out is our way out. And she like looks over at Haiku and is like, "Oh right, 1 second," and I'm gonna do. We're gonna do.
Jeez, I'm all burnt.
Yeah. Oh no, it's not letting me cast. God, I really wish it wouldn't do this to me. Let me try this again. Oof. Please open up my character sheet.
Would you please? Would you please open up my character sheet?
It's been doing this recently where if I try to cast spells from certain parts of the page, it just won't let me, and I have to go click on. Yeah, here, it did it again. I'm just gonna cast it at level 1 twice.
Classic roll 20.
There's 12 on
Just
the
try
first
opening
one.
up Haiku's character sheet.
No, I don't want to see.
It's bad in
There's
there.
22.
I don't want to see.
Well, that heals me almost exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I got that big charisma bonus, so it's actually better to just cast it multiple times at a lower level than it is to upcast it because I get a guaranteed higher amount.
Just wondering, do we want to be saving everyone else here before we like try and leave?
We did kind of tell them that we would do that early on. Or at
Yeah.
least like the ones that weren't really bad. I'm still not convinced that we should make any kind of agreement with the Ifrit, but I can't tell you all what not to do. But at least the people who weren't actively even being punished seem like they might have just kind of gotten the short end of the stick, like Elrond did, or like Ithael did.
Mm-hmm.
If
I do
we
feel
have
like we
told
kind
them,
of hyped up a prison break earlier,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
also that's an extra job.
we
I mean, it's
told
not
them,
much. Sorry, go ahead, Ithael.
we told them we would help them escape,
Yeah.
so we must.
Like, what we're gonna do? Come after us?
Wait, what'd you say?
Sorry, that was low. Apologies. Just been a long day.
Yeah, what did you say? Have you repeated? So
I said,
I actually didn't hear.
what are they gonna do? Come after us?
Well, they might when they finally get out. Apparently, your subscription can run out,
Mm.
and then you could be free.
I don't know. It's even when your subscription has run out, it just seems quite difficult to leave this place.
Maybe it happens in stages. Maybe this is like the last month. You know.
It's like a dark patterns for unsubscribing from stuff, but in
Mhm.
physical form.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Like
If
God.
you
you
accidentally
canceled
walk
it.
into a spell, it resubscribes you.
oh no.
There's a holding period just in case you forgot to resubscribe, like change your payment details or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Payment has failed. I think we should leave the Efreet, however. I do not trust them,
No. Me either.
and we didn't say we would save them, so we can leave them.
Mm-hmm. And another good. Not only should we do what we said we were going to do, but also if there's multiple people getting out, then we're not the only people that need to be chased. You know. So.
Beautiful point. Beautiful.
I don't know. I kind of feel bad for Melfus. It's just him by himself.
No,
We
he's
have a
got
lot of people to
Bartholomew.
chase down.
He has a pebble now. He will be fine.
True. Maybe he'll be so interested in the pebble he won't care.
Hmm.
There are also the portcullises on the exit that close. Perhaps those could buy us more time.
Something tells me that he can probably control the portcullises if need to.
But he has to go back to the gong, probably.
Maybe.
Oh, do we
But
finally
I can
cross
also
the edge?
just, if you're trapped by the portcullises, you can also just change the season. I still don't know what to call it. The mode, by putting out a fire. So if he's in there, he could just put out a fire too.
Is the gong attached to the ground? Could we take the gong?
Could we steal the gong?
It has a large stand.
Yeah.
It would not be impossible to move, but it would be very, very heavy.
Is the gong
Gongs-
made of metal?
Can confirm
Yes.
gongs are very heavy. I've had to help carry one before. Marching
Haiku.
band. Huh.
Gong is made of metal, haiku.
The gong is your hint being
Eat metal.
I mean,
I'm just,
my brain first went to let's just cast levitate on it and push it around.
Yeah.
I mean, I can absolutely. Are we wanting to disable the gong? Is that like what we're going for here?
I think if we could close the portcullises from the outside, perhaps we could trap, at least temporarily, Bartholomew and Melthos.
If we
That's a
trap
sick
Bartholomew,
idea.
how do we get past Bartholomew? Bartholomew. Because isn't that the way out?
If we have moved the gong, we can trap them from the outside. Is the way out not through the portcullis room to the
Oh, I
south?
see. You mean we take it with us and then they're
Mhm.
stuck in here because we wing
Thus
it out
far,
there.
you have not explored the exit area.
Oh, I thought Melthos told us it was that way, but maybe he didn't.
I think what happened was we were around the corner and we saw that there was Bartholomew, a key on his collar, and then like a keyhole in the door, but then the xylobone. No? Okay.
No. So from the brazier room to the south, you saw that there was like a cordoned off area and a cloaked silhouette,
A janitor.
the janitor,
Hmm.
who was barring entry to that area in this phase.
Oh yeah.
I thought Melthos told us that was the way out, but maybe not.
It's to the south. He
Yeah.
might have mentioned it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. Or at least that's what I remember. Maybe we should go and have a look, see if that janitor guy is still in the same place.
I mean, if like there because they're fixing something, maybe we just fix it. Keep our profile nice and low.
The way I was assuming we were going to leave was we could go tap this on Elrond, start tapping it on everyone. And then somebody just blows the dog whistle like on the other side and then we go because then the dog's gone.
But that
Wait, but where's the
could we
dog
not
gone?
just? Why would we blow the whistle?
To wherever the whistle's at, because then he's away from the door.
But who's gonna stay behind to blow the whistle?
I could fly.
It feels risky.
Yeah. Too bad we don't have anybody that's really fast.
Hmm. Great. Is the whistle magical? I feel like we definitely had this conversation, but I forgot. It was like,
Could you turn it into an unseen or into a tiny servant?
I mean, that was what I was thinking. But if it's all magical, then that's a no.
We did describe it as having so much property. Yeah.
I thought so. Never mind.
But you don't need it to be magical. You just need something that can blow it to be magical. To be a tiny servant, sorry.
I mean, I do have just a regular old bone flute. If I turn that into a tiny servant, then it can blow itself into the whistle.
Let's not unpack that too much.
No.
But yes.
Okay, but how, like, okay, so which people are we getting out? We need to get the giant dude out. We need to get the people who are seeing their embarrassing moments out, which are the people on the right over here.
Yeah, they're over here.
Mhm.
And we also said
And then
we'd
these
get these
people.
people.
Yeah. Not the one being tortured,
Yeah.
but the people who were not bad enough to be tortured or,
Mhm.
bothered, whatever is happening to them.
Didn't even talk to the guy who was being tortured.
No,
And
I
then we
didn't.
Should we go talk to him?
No, if we
I guess
talk
we
to him, that's
could.
just someone else we might have to save.
Well,
Haiku never beating the allegations of not actually wanting to be an adventurer.
We're just making it more difficult for ourselves. The more people we have to get out, the trickier it's going to be.
Or are we making it easier on ourselves because then there's more of a crowd for him to have to wrangle?
And I will also put it out again. If they suddenly stop screaming, that might sound suspicious.
That's why I didn't talk to them last time.
So unless we can, get them to continually scream as they leave.
Okay.
I think they weren't screaming, they were like wailing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to confirm, there was no one in these ones in this room, right?
Correct. Yeah,
And no one in these ones?
correct.
Okay.
Hi, Charlie.
So the game plan is people up here, Elrond. And these 4 people? Were there 4 in this one?
Yeah.
And the giant.
Oh no, sorry, there were 3 people. It was did not mean to click that. Julie McSheep, Kenny Brickins, and
Right.
Mustang Loggerhead.
Oh, yes.
Mustang Loggerhead. Good old Mustang.
What was the name of the
Very
giant?
cool guy.
Mhm.
Somewhere in here.
Drazik.
There's a what?
Fire giant.
And then in Limbo Prime we had Fidget, June Fairfelt, and Harvey Chad.
Yeah,
What a
incredible.
name.
Is that Dune or June?
June is in the month.
Oh.
Does Mustang know how to snap and start fires? Yes. That's part of the criteria for being a very cool guy.
Okay, I think we need to check what the janitor dude's doing. I think we need to maybe have a listen and maybe a look to see if Melfos is doing anything now other than looking at the rock and hope that he's just in such an enamored state that he's not doing anything. And those are our 2 main things right now.
I want to go look at the exit too. I can do that. Just to see what it looks like.
As the other side of the janitor.
So the janitor is still here?
Yep.
Doing the same thing?
Yep.
Wait, where's the janitor?
Janitor is just south of Haiku in that room now.
Okay.
The room is cordoned off with a small kind of like cloth tape, cloth rope, cloth thing, piece of cloth.
Mhm.
Should we try talk to him? Ask what's happened?
I never heard them speak, but I also never spoke to them.
Mopping, sweeping.
Mr.
Might as
Face
well.
of the group, do you want to do it or?
Haiku is currently contemplating something else and probably just because I know someone else.
Okay.
You want me to do it?
It's up to you. You can do it if you want.
No, you can do it. It's fine.
Hello, Mr. Sweeper person. Hello. Oh,
He turns around. There's something uncomfortable about his silhouette. There are lumps in odd places that you wouldn't expect. You can see that even though he has his hood up, it's not that he has horns, but there's something kind of like pokey about the shape of his head. He looks at you, and you feel a bit uneasy.
hi. I'm Oro. Nice to meet you.
I'm Hank, Soulkeeper, Janitor.
Oh, hello, Hank. What's happened? What's the?
Oh, I'm just mopping.
I was cutting you out a bit, but we did hear a little bit
You're
of squiddy
you're
sound.
lucky because I was getting some real squidge in there.
Lovely.
What is that stuff?
Oh, my noise suppression was turned on. I didn't think it was on. I turned it off now. See if you can get it now.
No.
No,
Nope,
it's
thankfully.
Somehow worse.
Great.
It's the
That
spread.
one came through.
what was the question? Sorry.
What is that you're cleaning? That looks
Oh, sludge and entrails.
sludge and entrails.
Bartholomew likes to do his business wherever he pleases.
Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry.
It is a fall from grace from soul-keeping duties, but one must clean if they are told to clean.
Would you like any help with the cleaning of this? Seems like a big mess on your hands.
No helping. No crossing this line.
Oh, but isn't the exit that way? How do we?
Who cares? You're not getting out of here. It's a prison.
No, we're allowed. We would.
Don't think so. Squelch, squelch. Squelch, squelch, squelch.
Are they just saying squelch now?
Yeah.
Oro turns around and goes, "Anyone else want to go?"
I think that was about the best we could expect. I think you did a great job.
Thanks.
Some people just don't have a lot of useful information.
But he didn't seem like we were going to be able to get to the exit.
I don't think he really is in charge or knows how things work. You know,
Yeah.
people who walk around making sound effects for their work aren't usually like in charge of things, I don't think.
Some people just like to add a bit of whimsy into their everyday job, you know?
Yeah.
Are you talking about whimsy?
I'm not sure I would call that whimsy, but maybe
Oh.
someone would.
I'd say it was maybe whim.
Getting a real insight into Haiku's mind right now.
How thick is the sludge?
Are you asking me or are you asking Hank?
Millimeters.
No, I'm asking you, like, because I can see it from. I assume. From where I am.
There's nothing. He's not actually cleaning anything.
Oh.
The room is cordoned off, and he is sweeping and mopping variously, but there's nothing there.
Oh, is this actually the
floor is
exit and
clean.
it's not behind the throne?
Yes, there's not behind the throne. No, it is
Oh.
where the staircase leads to the south.
You know who would have liked that sludge?
We all look off into the corner. Oh. Yeah, he would. You're right.
This is your
Nerally
legacy,
thinking-
dogs.
Great. It's not even goop.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is sludge. It's not goop.
History's
not even
been
Brenda
there.
wouldn't
rewritten.
like that.
It's not even
pretty
there.
close.
Come on, it just made us think of him. Jeez.
Let me reminisce.
You know what I was thinking of was the rotting slough, and that's why I was like, I don't think like is the word. I would only one festering wound.
Mhm.
Can I recall? You know how he had like a bumpy silhouette and like something that might be horns underneath. Do I know anybody who has looked like that before? Like anyone in the circus? Am I seeing?
Nope, not a single person. I'm not even making you roll for that. No one has ever looked like this guy before.
Okay, I ask everyone else. Have you guys seen a guy like that before?
I just back around the corner. I've never seen anything like that before. But he probably just has a different job with every season. Again, don't know phase. So we probably just need to figure out how to send him elsewhere.
Okay. I feel like we need a big whiteboard where we can write our plan down so we can
Some
execute the
red
plan.
string
I mean, how
and pins.
In
how
retrospect, don't need to use a dog whistle at all because I was convinced that the exit was behind the throne. So I don't really think we even need to bother with that. What were you going to say, Haiku?
I was just sort of wondering how large this person was.
About 7 feet tall.
Ah,
Do they look lumpy because there are like wings or other like appendages that are being concealed under their robe?
Roll me a perception check.
Yeah. I've
I
never
will.
seen anything like that before, Oro, but you know what it could be? I would like to talk through it with Oro and help them try to think of that.
No. This is you getting an
Okay.
advantage roll. Oro can help
Perception.
you.
With advantage?
Yeah. Oro can help
Okay.
you, but it's your idea. You're getting
Okay.
the roll.
right.
You're not
Can I
getting a plus
guidance myself?
14 or whatever.
No, I don't have good stats, remember. That's the thing.
No, that's what I'm saying. If you got Oro to do it, it would be plus 14.
Oh, I see. Can I guidance myself?
Sure.
Hell yeah. Okay, perception, right? Yeah. Whoa.
Oh. Hell yeah.
30, 30, woo!
I'm sorry, what was the question? You're trying to look for what's underneath the robe. What's
Yeah,
they got
is
going
he-
on
What's going
underneath
on
down
over
there?
Yeah.
Going on
What you
those
got
like
going on
three
under
pillars.
the Yeah, is it some kind
You
of
want
creature
to
that's like
know
hiding
what he's got
appendages?
going on down there?
Yeah.
yes.
It,
So crap.
it could be it could be wings. It looks like they've got multiple appendages.
Yeah, I think that it looks like that because those are maybe some wings, some extra appendages of some kind. Devils can look like a lot of things. I don't know what all they can look like, but I know that there's not just one or two standard types of devil.
Mm.
Maybe if we go to shake the hand, they may shake it back with something else.
Could. Or we could just change the phase and see if he just goes somewhere else.
I think we could.
Okay, let's do that then. Let's change
Yes.
phase.
Since
Go
he's
back-
standing right there, we probably shouldn't do it by just snuffing a fire out. So yeah, we should probably ring the gong.
Oh, I kind of want to watch what happens.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, I want to watch.
we'll love that. So you're going to stay with the janitor.
I'm gonna see what Hank.
Okay, everyone else is going to go back to the gong.
If I notice that Haiku has not come with us, I will be in the halfway point.
Sure.
I'm
Okay.
just curious.
I'm standing outside of the room with the portcullises that come down. So yeah.
That'll be okay.
Okay.
We're in a line, so one of us can always see one of the other one.
Yeah, exactly. Except for, I don't think I
Mm.
have eyes on Haiku even if I stand in this back corner, but the intent is to kind of keep an eye and see what happens.
I mean, I definitely do. I'm fully focused on this genre. For science.
Okay. So the gong
see.
goes off, the floor underneath you lights up a radiant red, and the portcullises around the brazier room come down, separating the party members. You can see that Hank shifts in position. There's a weird, kind of glitch moment, almost like you're phasing through, almost like through all realities, as opposed to it's not just an easy time transition. But you see that Hank's barrier is still up, the cloth barrier, but he appears to be having a cigarette.
Hank,
Yes,
you on your break?
I'm on my break.
Oh, do you mind if I just sort of? I mean, do you know how long this is gonna take? We kind of want to get out. I'm happy to help.
I will be cleaning until I have more pressing duties.
So if a more important thing was to happen, you'd have to go. So seems
Yes.
like your side gig until
Cleaning
something.
is only because the cleaning needs to be done and no one else will do the cleaning.
I mean, I'll do the cleaning for you.
No.
Okay.
I'm
well,
signaling back to ring the gong again.
I offered.
Gong.
The gong goes. Okay, let me grab your bits.
Gong calls
You've
for
been
aid.
shot in the leg would count as a more.
You're gonna
pressing
grab our
matter.
what?
Grab your bits.
Good night, Sarah.
Bye, Sarah.
Yeah,
Hi,
Sarah.
Sarah.
Oh, I might have broken roll 20.
Uh
This
oh.
would never happen on alternative virtual tabletop. platforms.
Have you seen all the absolute
Uh,
just devastation with D&D Beyond's virtual tabletop that they tried to release?
no, but I
Mhm.
just knew it was always going to be shit.
It was horrible. They tried to do like a debut, but they didn't teach any of the actors playing in the game how to use it, so they
Oh,
struggled. Super
no.
not user friendly, not intuitive. It's had like crashes. They've just like it's like one fuck up after another, just like an absolute comedy of errors. It's horrible.
Oh,
It doesn't
dear.
work well, and I'm like, oh no, gosh, it's almost like you have to not just lay off your whole staff and hire people and retain them who do good work and have a vision and want to do something more than just make as much money as possible. Anyway,
Doesn't give me a
Poor
new
D&D
idea
Beyond.
for our anti-sponsorship. Roll 20. At the top of the pile of shit, but still shit.
Okay, the phase changes. The ground beneath you cools. The portcullis and around the brazier room raise. Hank continues his sweeping duties.
I'm sorry, 2 of his phases are sweeping.
He's
He
a
was mopping
dedicated.
before.
He's a dedicated man.
All right, we're gonna have to give him more pressing issues to deal with.
Bit weird that he sweeps after he mops, frankly. Like, I just don't, Like, what are you doing, my guy?
Well, I suppose when it goes
I
to
mean,
the
it's after the
fiery
hot.
one,
Yeah.
they'll evaporate.
Okay, fair, yeah. Ash, that's fair. So he's still sweeping?
He's
So
sweeping away.
his job was a soul keeper, and there are soul jars over there. Perhaps if they were messy.
What if we spilled something very close to the soul's chest?
Or someone was really clumsy.
Haiku has a history of knocking glass over.
Have you ever heard the idiom like a bull in a china shop?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a turtle in a china shop. We could try that. We could also just see if there's a phase where his job is just to go tidy up the souls or something. I don't remember how many phases there are. Seasons? Still don't know.
Oh, we've gone through all 3 phases, and 2 of them he's been sweeping.
Oh, there's only 3 total?
Mm.
I assumed there was 6, one for each thingy, and that we just keep resetting it because we either snuff out a specific one or do the gong.
I thought it was just 3.
Just the most placid DM face. I was like, damn it. I say hit it again and see what happens.
I failed.
Bong.
And we bong. We bong all
We
the way back
bong,
She
we bong.
bongs.
to phase 1.
Okay, go muss up the soul jars. But the portcullises are up now, right?
Mm-hmm.
The forecasts are up currently, yes.
Should we, before we, assuming the rest of us periodically huddle and then go back to see what Haiku's up to?
Oh, I'll. Now we've gone through all 3 phases. I'll be heading back. Nothing of interest happened.
Right.
Should we, perhaps, free people before mussing up the souls in case that's enough? Just to make them mad and start chasing us or whatever?
Wait, say the beginning of that again? Sorry?
Should we go ahead and like unshackle everyone before we muss any soul jars?
Oh, yes. That's probably a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
And to
Mm.
should we be like wait for our call or something till they leave, or
Yeah. What should the signal be?
I could
Cheese it!
You,
I'm
you
kidding.
would
Okay,
also
I really
have
shouldn't say
to
that.
extinguish the braziers for those cells.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, good point.
I'm also concerned about fitting so many people down such a narrow corridor quickly.
And the last time, even though the braziers were done, it still set off an alarm when Elrond left his cell.
Yeah. But I think that's because of the shackles. So I'm thinking because we can go in and out of the cells. I'm thinking go into the cell, take the shackles off, and maybe that won't happen. Obviously, I don't know that that's accurate, but I feel like since we can go in and out, maybe that's why.
To be fair, I think the only way of us knowing that is to just give it a go.
Yeah.
I think you've got enough information to figure out whether or not it's accurate.
I think we can have a strong, educated guess.
Sure.
All right. Let's see if this key takes off Elrond shackles.
Okay. You gonna walk over to Elrond?
Mm-hmm.
There he is, waiting. Do you have a way out?
Almost really close.
Maybe.
Have you seen the door?
No. Mm,
I've seen the
sort of.
path to it.
Not technically.
I'm not filled with confidence.
That's fair. Yeah.
Well, the janitor won't let us by, and maybe we should try to find a way to get him to move so we can go look at it first. But then we'll have to find a way to get him to move twice.
I
He seems content sweeping nothing, so perhaps he will take a long time with something.
Why we not just
Did the
try walking past this guy?
well, did the cord come down during any of the phases? Like I know the reality shifted and he was mopping and he was sweeping and then he was on a
Oh,
smoke
no.
break, but
No.
did the rope come down at any point? No. Okay.
We'll just walk through it.
he seemed pretty like angry.
Do you want us
about
to?
it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a prison break. I don't think anyone's wanting us to do anything we're doing currently.
Right.
Valid.
The thought process is if we do that ahead of freeing people, then
I
we're
mean,
really screwed, right?
I mean,
Because we
well,
can't just make a break for it.
yeah, it wouldn't be me making a break for it because I'm not locked up.
But you don't think that they'll be upset that we participated in the sequence of events that led up to the prison break?
I think my reputation precedes me here.
I think it does too, and I think that that's why we would end up behind bars with shackles of our own at that case.
Oh, in my head, that's why we would not.
Very
Are we
different
in the same
perspectives.
prison?
I'm in a kind of prison, you might say.
It's this conversation.
Okay. So what do we think? See if this key works, and if it does, then we tiptoe around telling people not to leave if we free them, and
I
hope that
think-
they don't try
I
to
think
leave.
If we give them the option, they will run.
Yeah,
right
maybe
away.
that's the distraction we need.
What if we've already distracted the janitor so he's up north already before we do any of that? So at least he's not coming from the south up.
What if we give Bartholomew something to eat and he has to go clean up a big poo?
I'm literally about we need to make the dog shit.
On
By
the soul jars.
feeding it. The
Brussels
soul
sprouts!
Sprouts! just tip the bag of holding.
No.
Close.
Okay. Before we free Elrond, I want to go up and toss a sprout out to see if Bartholomew likes it. But I'm going to try to not be seen because I don't want him to send me back to a cell.
Oh, wait. Maybe we don't. What if we first toss it out for Hank? Like at the top of the stairs, and maybe Hank's gonna go over and better clean that up.
Right.
And then we just leave like a trail of sprouts to somewhere we want him to be.
To a sprout house. out in the woods.
I mean, it's not a waste.
It's a house made of sprouts.
We've
I
got
think that could
plenty
be
of them.
Plan B.
Plan B? All right.
Yeah, because I
I'll
don't
take
know
a
that
plan.
he's.
Plan B.
I feel like there are places he could clean in here outside of that quarantined area, but he just doesn't leave it, right?
You're right. This place is rather dusty.
Okay. All
So
if
you're
you
gonna
want
go and
to, she just
see-
takes out a big handful of sprouts and hands them to Haiku and is like, you could try that actually at the same time. I don't know why that needs to be a plan B. Go ahead. I'm gonna go see if Bartholomew will eat sprouts.
The freedom, the freedom concerns me.
Just with an armful of sprouts.
got used to the like the child walking harness, and now it's been taken off, and they just look around like those dogs when you like drop the lead and they just like pick it back up and they give it to you.
I was just about to say that. Oh my god, that's
You
so
drop the
funny.
lead and they just look up at you like
I don't know what to do.
I'm gonna go up through here and I'm not gonna step out into it, but the map is wonky. And I just want to
Okay.
toss a sprout up here towards
Okay.
Bartholomew. Or where
Bartholomew-
exactly is Bartholomew?
Bartholomew is at the base of the throne, but asleep right now.
Okay. I want to do that thing. We just talked about this, how dogs can smell in their sleep. So I want to
Yeah.
toss it by his snout and see if he can smell it. And
Okay.
if he eats it.
Roll me an animal handling check.
Can I
Ooh, can I
help?
guidance myself, please?
Sure. Are you with Nerdy?
Well, I would have if I'd. Right?
I
Yeah.
said I was doing that, so I assume
Yeah. If that's what you want to do, if you want to be over there and help Nerdy, you can give her advantage.
Yep, we're in the
we'll
same
talk it through.
same line.
This like a fireman's line all the way down.
The fireman's line.
Well, I think it's a 15.
Oh, jeez.
16, actually, without
Okay,
guidance.
yeah, sure enough, Bartholomew wakes up. All of its 3 heads wake up, and sure enough, they scarf down a sprout. They seem content.
I just start rolling out the sprouts. Just so many sprouts, just handfuls.
Bartholomew stands up and starts just lapping up sprouts as they start coming towards him.
Oh, get involved. Help distribute the sprouts.
This is
We need a faster
insane.
flow.
What is the goal here?
I want to feed. First of all, maybe our sprouts will run out, maybe they won't. That would be nice to know if it actually truly is limitless. But also, I want to give him enough sprouts to be like a full meal, and hopefully he takes a poo. Just.
Yep.
DM.
This
Before
is
the game,
what you
remember before
planned
the
for,
game,
right?
Tom, you said, "Oh, I might have to wrap things up early if we get to a nice stopping point."
This is the stopping point.
Tom's like, I gave you all the tools. Why are you making the dog poo?
You need a week to figure out what's going to happen when this dog shits.
At no point during designing this dungeon did I ever think that it would end up with you enticing a Cerberus into shitting.
To distract the
Feeding it
janitor.
Unlimited sprouts.
No one ever suspects the unlimited sprouts.
It has
surely
come up
enough,
more times than I think it should have. Probably.
Bartholomew eats far too many sprouts, and you can see that each of its faces pull a face of disconcertment, like maybe they need to go. And that's where we're going to end our session for today.
No.
We did it! Dog poo!
Cliffhanger of all cliffhangers.
Oh my
Jesus.
god.
Oh dear.
Fucking hell.
This was not on my bingo card. Literally, metaphorically, anything.
I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't that. It wasn't that. And yet, maybe it'll work. Guess we'll find out next week on Bad Adventuring. Oh man, that was funny. We're done. That's it. All right. Bye bye. Stream. It's been a pleasure, everyone in chat. Thanks for hanging out with us. It's always nice to see you guys. Thanks everyone for playing. And There you go, Jenny.
There you go. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna be so brave and do a raid.
Woo.
Although the raid browser's overwhelming. There's so many people who stream D&D on a Sunday. We'll go for these people. We choose you.
Let's go.
If you could join the raid, spam some hearts, that'd be greatly appreciated. Whatever hearts you have. We'll see you next week, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You-
I might
Mhm.
be tired, but yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll see you then. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Sorry, you froze. But you're gone.